if you know what I mean. You got the degenerates that tend to be so loud that everyone tends to believe that they are a large representation of ourselves. When I walk into society, I see our BLK women that claim that they love their skin or love what they see in the mirror, but they're wearing European hair on top of their heads.
Oh.
They're restructuring their nose shape. They're slimming down their nose. I'm Nigerian. I came from a household where a lot of women. I've seen a lot of my aunties bleaching their skin. They have the same face as Chris Brown, same color as Chris Brown, but their feet are as dark as me. A lot of BLK and majority of BLK people that I've known, they caused more problems in my life than any other nationality. It's, I love my people, but it's hard. It's hard living in living in I don't know if living amongst people that don't love themselves. You know, the whole world is against us, but yet we're against ourselves. And it's like, I want to have a BLK family, but it's hard to find a woman that loves her natural hair and loves herself. It's hard to build a community of BLK people that won't put a dagger in your back. There's so much to talk about. I want to know what people would say about it, but I'm very, very passionate about this, man.
Yeah, J Dot is a very deep topic. It's a very passionate topic. I want to get people to join. Everybody, you can join the conversation. You can simply request to join as this. Look, if you're gonna come here, you're gonna be disrespectful to anyone, to me especially. If you're gonna be disrespectful, just do this. Just keep swiping. If you're gonna be disrespectful, if you're gonna have a discussion, and still, you see, J Dot just still explain himself, but he was not being disrespectful. So if you're gonna be respectful, so just do this. You know what that means. Okay. So we have somebody else. Guys, let's tap the screen, share the live. And okay. Oh, Dexter. Hold up, Dexter. Wait. You're gonna have your turn, but wait up. Let's leave Serene. Serene Less is your turn. Hold up, Dexter.
Yeah, thank you. It's Siren, but you do whatever you want. It's a username, so it's not really important.
Sure.
I wanted to say that the idea of blackness is very questionable for some people because yes, in United States, a lot of people identify as black. That is for sure. But in African countries, people identify with their ethnic background, with their ethnicity. Because at the end of the day, we never call ourselves black. It's the other people, the white people, who decided to call African people black, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if you go to Nigeria, to Somalia, to any type of African country, people will always tell you, this is my ethnicity. Because the skin color is so massive that they don't need to mention it.
Where are you from?
Stay muted, Dexter. Stay muted.
Over her.
Do not say nothing yet, Dexter. Yeah. No. I was telling Dexter to chill.
Yeah.
Continue.
That's why some group of African people don't like to be identified as black because for them, because for them it's something that is way too reducing. You know, they have history, they have ethnicity, and it's very important to identify different ethnicities within a country, within the same country. So just calling them black is this very umbrella term that group every single, especially African culture, in one thing. That's why people think that Africa is this one village with one people that speak one language. When in reality, it is a very, very diverse continent. One of the most diverse continents in the world. And being African do not necessarily mean being black, because there is white people, there is like North African people who are called the Amazigh people. They're not necessarily black. They will always identify with their ethnicity. You see?
Yeah. And especially that black, for a lot of people, it has a negative connotation or negative touch or tone to it. And also that is true what you just said, Serene. I've talked to a lot of African people. They don't consider themselves as being black. They would say it in order to, bring a sort of togetherness, in order to, to empathize with people, but they'll call themselves African first.
Exactly, because that's what some of these people are born with. I think that when you are born and you were raised in an African country, Being black is so obvious to you. You don't really need to question it. And it doesn't matter even if these people identify as black or not. If they go to Western countries, well, they will feel discriminated sometimes. They will face discrimination. So they will know that they're black. They will learn. Because for me, I have the impression that being black is not just a matter of a skin color. It's a matter of an experience too. Because you will face a really harsh racism that gonna make you think that, wow, okay, I'm actually very black.
All right, all right. J Dot, you can ask her the question, Serene. Stick around because I think J Dot have some question because since you're the first lady here, can you can
I think I agree with Serene. I think Serene is referring to like the word and the title black. I'm kind of referring to like the dark skin features, and I feel like a lot of our brothers and sisters they don't love being dark skinned, and I push it more towards our women as well. I don't see I don't understand how a woman could wear European hair on top of her head and slim down her nose and say that she loves us. So I see a lot of our women walking around with beautiful black daughters, but they push their insecurities on these girls by placing wigs on their head as well, which is gonna inevitably make them feel like they're not beautiful with their natural hair, and they're gonna be dependent on that weave. Even in communities of Africa, when you go when an African person comes to the West, they rather communicate with the Europeans over their own brothers and sisters over here. I think a lot of it's really, really deep, especially with the beat. And I'm Nigerian. A lot of dark-skinned people, African people, they don't love themselves. I'm going to speak on my experience with a lot of especially my Nigerian brothers and sisters. They don't love themselves.
Yeah. Guys, let's follow, tap the screen. Everybody, let's follow the account. If you want to join the conversation, you can join.
Of course. Yeah. But I agree with what she's saying because I also went to Nigeria for schooling for some years, and I never once referred to myself as BLK. I was always referred to by my tribe and my father's land. It's only in the West that they refer to you as BLK. So I understand I don't refer to myself as BLK. I'm Nigerian. But I'm referring more to like the Afrocentric features that people need to take pride in nowadays.
All right. I appreciate that.
Can I speak?
You can respond to him, but you got a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this man forgot that colonization is a thing. Colonization has been a very impactful thing in African countries. It is because of colonization that a lot of African people don't really like some part of themselves that can be considered to be too African. For the dark skin, light skin situation, I would tell you, colorism is way harsher on women than it is on men because people always associate darkness with masculinity. And so a dark-skinned woman will be seen as masculine for some reason we don't really know. And that's why dark-skinned men are fetishized by so many women. A lot of women are like, oh, I like my men tall and dark and things like that. But you will barely hear people saying, I like my woman dark and petite, tall and dark and things like that. It's extremely hard. And it feels like if you're a dark-skinned woman, your face needs to be absolutely beautiful. You need to be a 10 out of 10 dark-skinned woman to compete with a 5 out of 10 light-skinned woman. You know, you truly need to be over the top of beauty in order for people to even remark you, notice you.
All right, is that how you feel, Serene, or it's the?
It's my observation.
Okay, it's your observation. No, I'm not gonna disqualify or discredit what you're saying, but I just really want to tap into it to understand it more. But first, let's give the rest of the people a chance, then we can unpack what you just said. Let's give the rest a chance to speak their piece. Ados, Baptist.
Yep. Thank you. So my answer to the prompt is that whether you like it or not, or whether you claim it for yourself, we know that Black people in general, whether you're Nigerian or whether you're Caribbean or whether you're American, Black people have been lumped into one group. And we're sort of at the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder. There's a lot of propaganda that has been placed on all of our groups, no matter what tribe you come from, what nation you come from. If you're in that Black group, there's a lot of like negative stereotypes that people assume about you because you're in that group. And we have a lot of turmoil, a lot of stigma related to this group. And so naturally, you know, you guys touched on some of it with like the colorism or with like the hair and things like that. Behavior. I'm not sure if I can say the word ghetto culture or whatever. People get stigmatized. And so if you're a part of this group, you're a part of this thing that's so negative, that's charged with such negativity, you're going to naturally want to distance yourself from that group. And that's really all it is. We have like the worst results when it comes to like education, when it comes to health, when it comes to finance. So naturally, people are going to want to remove themselves from this group any way that they can. And some of the ways are like they want to marry like a white person, marry an Asian person, you know, the divestors, that's what they call them. You know, or they put a wig on their head, so on and so forth. They bleach their skin, etc. Also, they over the top. They overperform. Like the sister was talking about, you have to be an exceptionally beautiful dark skinned woman to be accepted. And the same thing, like educationally, like socially, we have to be over the top socially to be accepted. You know, so yeah, that's basically my answer.
Yeah. So, okay, I saw someone, appreciate your input. Guys, if you tap the screen, let's get to 5K and follow my account. I see someone put, is it Black American or Black in general? You can speak from where you know, your own experience. It can be Black American, it can be African, or you can be from every corner of the world. Speak from your experience. Or if you want to, you know, you can be creative as well. But again, try to keep it as close to try to be truthful. That's all. This is all.
Yeah.
You know,
so I am Black American. I'm African American. You can see it in my name, American descendants of slaves, or foundation of Black American.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about Black, we're not just talking about Black Americans, or we're not talking about just African Americans.
Yeah.
That is a term, at least here where I'm from. That's a term that's talking about every, like, it's a racial category.
True.
So same thing with whites. So when you talk about whites, you're not talking about Germans. You're not just talking about Ukrainians. You're not just talking about Americans or people from British. You're talking about every like white group. Okay, so it's the same thing for Black. That's how it works over here in the West.
Yeah. All right.
Can I say something?
No, wait. You have to wait. No, hold up. Let's give Brick. Yeah. You can say something after, but let's give Brick Brick City.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
All right, good.
Brick City from Brooklyn.
Brick City.
Black American.
Yeah.
I'm 48 years old. From my understanding, the problem from answering the prompt, I think that we live under a social construct, and it's been in place since before the colonial times. To keep it real simple, man, you know, Black people, no matter what country you come from, you know, we've always been a peaceful people. I don't care what country you come from. And the other opposite, our counterpart, has always been tyrannical, so to speak. And they've always had the power. So people are going to want to identify or want to respect the power structure, the financial power, I mean. They're going to want to respect that because they think that that's what makes them happy and make them comfortable. They believe that, you know, the people with all the money and with all the guns and with all the control, you know, I'd rather identify with them as opposed to identifying with someone that looks like me, because the person that looks like me has no economic power, has no physical power to do anything. And on top of that, it goes even further. Because I look like the people who don't have power, I hate myself. And I hate them too. You know, and I'm going to try my best to look, behave, and act as my counterpart. Because these are the ones who have all the... And it's been like this since before beginning of colonial times. It was like that with Jesus and the Jewish people and Pharaoh and them. The darker people were always put down lower, and the lighter people always had money and the power, so we don't like the darker people. You know, in my degrees, they teach us the reason why the Black man fears himself because the devil taught him to eat the wrong food. And I'm going to leave that at that if you want to break that up, but the devil taught us to eat the wrong food. That's why we hate being Black. We hate being proud of ourselves, and we hate each other. We hate each other. I hate to see, I live in New York City, and every day I walk down the block, I see a lot of Africans from everywhere, Sudan, Nigeria, everywhere. But they all turn their face up to me. But they look just like me. You know, it don't make sense. But yet when the white guy or white tea people come around, they become very humble, very spiritual, very respectful, not realizing that the true power is between him and I, not our counterpart. I don't know. I'm just ranting right now because your prompt got me a little excited when I saw it. But let someone else talk.
Sure,
I'm in my feelings right now.
It's all right. It's all right. You can Nspot W.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon. I would just like to say, me personally, I love being Black. I just don't understand where Black people can just like hate themselves like that. And it does happen. It really does happen. Like the skin color. If I'm just going back from history, it's like we're a group of people that have suffered so much. Why are we allowing other people to tell us to hate ourselves and for us to actually believe that we need to hate ourselves? It's just a very confusing factor to me. It's just like, how is it? And anything, we're supposed to like embrace each other from the struggles, from everything we've been through, so we can surpass that, so we can actually live a life that our ancestors could not live. It doesn't matter. Nobody's words should be able to get to you. I don't see how a white person just supersedes a Black person. How do they see that within themselves? That some of them even bleach or like change their hair or whatever it is just to look like the next person. Why is it there's not enough love for yourself? Why is it that you hate yourself so much that you actually appreciate someone else and think you're not worthy of it?
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Just like Serene just mentioned, is because, or a lot of people also just here mentioned, is because of the negative connotation a lot of us, not just the outside, meaning other races that they have towards Black people, but also the ones that we have of ourselves, the social conditioning as well. It's yeah, but for you, you are making a conscious decision to actually ignore all of that, and it's a serious, you know, I don't know. Are you living in the West, Inspire, or you live in there's a difference from where you are living, because if you are living in an area where there's only Black people, then there's a different dynamic there. I'm not saying there's not still the same situation where some Black people would want to hate themselves, hate being Black, but we can even think about this. Sometimes growing up, it's you know, I used to play a lot. I mean, play a lot outside under the sun, and especially during the summertime. And you would hear sometimes that parents would say, stop playing under the sun for so long because you'll turn Black. You'll get too Black. And for some people, they associate being Black, just like what Serene was saying, as being, you know, ugly or not acceptable or not, you know, it's not something that you want to be. You want to be as light-skinned as possible. So, because being light-skinned has, for some reason, even up until now, have a lot of benefits of being light-skinned for some people. I don't know if you wanted to introduce something else in Spot, or we can move next to the next person.
You said the light skin that has this benefit. Why can't we change that narrative? Why can't we just be so Black?
Exactly.
Why don't we start actually, you know what? Putting light skins down, not in a way putting them down, but it's just like putting ourselves up. I'm not saying it to put it down, but it's just like make ourselves like the exemplary color. It's just like, why are you going down to just meet to someone's level? It's not something I could ever do.
I was gonna ask her a question.
Yeah, sure.
In post, in Spot, not to it might come across as disrespectful, but I'm not. So the woman in your DP as a BLK woman wearing European hair, do you feel that's a good representation of a BLK woman that loves her people or loves what she sees in the mirror?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So you there's a woman on your display picture, right? A Black woman, right? Wearing, is that you?
Yes.
Alright. You're wearing weave, right? European hair.
No, not all women wear weaves. I was ready for that because I get that a lot.
This is
natural hair, right?
Yeah.
That's my
Well,
natural hair.
cool. I'm gonna apologize for I thought.
Yeah,
Well,
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
The black women grow hair.
Yeah,
That's
that's
another kind. It's just
it's.
we
I'm
can't
gonna
just relate that.
I'm gonna rephrase the
That's just
question.
really disrespectful.
Sir,
Like,
I'm
is it
gonna
curved
rephrase.
or is it
Let me just rephrase the question. So, what do you think about our sisters wearing European hair on top of their heads and saying,
Okay,
making
yeah.
excuses about how it's a protective style, just excuses after excuses? Or what do you think about that?
To be
That's
honest,
a good question.
I don't really know their situation, but because many do tell me it's a protective style, and it's just that they can't do it with the natural texture all the time. I respect it because if they don't like show that they hate themselves as being black, then I don't know what they go through. So I don't really know how to respond for them.
Do you
I
think?
have an answer. Go for it, lady.
No, go. I already spoke, so go.
Yeah, let's Mr. Bozo.
Mr. Bull, us from Germany. Hi,
Hey, hey.
hi, good evening, guys.
Yeah.
So, in my opinions about it's all about being to feel being a part of the society, because if we see a woman, a young lady living in a North European country like maybe Finland or Sweden, of course she would like to be a part of the environment and the society with as well with their most of her friends probably gonna be Swedish, so all they they're wearing long hair. And yeah, it's just in my opinion it's a way to be a part of that environment
Okay.
without hate her origins.
So you're saying that is sometimes it's a change because they want to fit in.
How you mean?
You're saying they want to be part of the environment, so they want to fit in. They want to be, because since they see the other girls around who are, let's say, in the Western world, have long hair and they want to fit in as well. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it just to be accepted somehow
Fit in. All right.
from the society. Don't look that much different.
Okay.
Huh?
To not stand out.
But of course, it's most important thing for me. It should be your values and your culture. You don't have definitely to sell your values and culture and being assimilated wherever you live.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
You get the point?
Yeah, I get your point. Disabled Banana. It's your name. It's your turn.
Greetings, black man.
Who are you? What type of man are you?
What do you mean? I am Somali.
Okay. All right. No.
Yes. First of all, host, I want to say you are wrong, for describing us Somalis black. We are not black. We are not negro. So please, if you can, correct that, I would appreciate that. Secondly, I want to say, of course, everybody hates being black. Do you want to be black? What is there to love about being black? Being black gets you shot by the cops. Being black is being known for obnoxious, loud women, twerking, everywhere they go, harassing people. As a Somali man, I would never want to identify with the black label, because why would I want to identify by a label made by a slave master? As a noble, pure Macrobian Somali man, god damn. You want to identify with a label by a guy that called you Negro, broke you, bred you. Why the fuck would you want to do that, bro?
Okay.
Thank you. I rest my case.
All right. So okay.
Okay, the word negro is not necessarily a bad word. It is just a Spanish word to say
For
black.
black,
It
yeah.
not. The bad word is yen word, but that
Yeah.
again, that's another debate. And for me, in the beginning, I was defending a lot of Somali people because I know that Africa is diverse, and a Somali person has nothing to do with a Nigerian person because of the distance. And Somali are classified as Afro-Asian. The problem is they feel condescending to the people that some of them perceive as black. So for me, that is my problem. If somebody don't want to identify as black, that's fine. Good for them. Go for it. We don't care. But don't be condescending toward other people.
True. Facts. That is true. Don't be talking down on other people. If you just wanna take yourself or you wanna represent a different group, fine, just do it. But do not be leaving and sticking the middle finger at the end. Just walk through the door. Do not just leave. So, Cyrene, you wanted to say something earlier. Anyway, all right, let's move forward with Eliza. How you doing, Eliza? Guys, stop the screen. Let's get. Hi.
Hello.
I'm. how you doing?
Okay, so I'm from Australia. I'm half Australian and half Sudanese. So my experience with being black in Australia is very it's very interesting. But when it comes to black women and black men here, a lot of them struggle with identity crisis because of, we live in a society with a bunch of white people, or they struggle with colorism because racism is very prevalent here. And to say that black women who wear weave hate themselves, I feel like it can be very harmful term, because you have to understand that a lot of people go through texturism. I've seen it with my own eyes. And colorism is very prevalent here too, extremely prevalent. If you're dark skinned, you're going to go through racism in high school here. It's 100% going to happen. So you have to understand the experiences that people can go through during high school can make them hate being black. It's that simple. You have to understand that. But me personally, I like being black. I have been sometimes rejected from certain groups of my community because I'm not black enough. But that's another story. But yeah, it's pretty much everything I have to say.
Yeah, how do you deal with that, Elisa? How do you deal with, it's almost like you're living in both worlds. So because you are mixed, I would assume that you're mixed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you deal with, being you and trying to fit in?
Me personally, I've never really had issues with trying to fit in. I enjoy being around white people, being around black people. I didn't really care about being rejected from communities. So yeah, I just try to just know who I am, and that's pretty much it.
All right, appreciate you. Okay.
I bro, this woman, she's not mixed, bro. Wallahi, she's full blood Bantu with the fake blonde hair. What's she like?
Wait, let's ask you a question. Are you?
I have the impression that the disabled banana is just a troll. He wanna troll us, and he's not taking this debate seriously. Mixed people.
My friend, listen. I'm taking this very serious.
Mixed people come in every shade.
All right, okay, all right. Just
I know mixed people who literally. I know a man who's mixed, but he looked like a regular black man. If he never show you his mother, you will never know that he was mixed. Mixed people, they can come out black, they can come out white, they can come out Asian, mixed people came in every skin color and every feature. So you are nobody to tell somebody that they're not mixed.
All right, okay, sorry. All right, okay. Ike, how you doing, Ike?
Yes, hello. Let me put my camera on.
Yeah, sure.
Let me put my camera on. Let's not be shy. Sorry, I might come across as quite shocking to a lot of people. I'm mixed race. I live in London. I'm half Ethiopian, half Moroccan. So as you may know, it's quite a rare mix. So again, I'm half Ethiopian, half Moroccan. My dad's Christian and my dad is Muslim. So I was born in Europe. I was born in Spain. I also grew up in the UK. So I have experienced a lot of racism. But I'd like to answer the question. The debate here, the subject is why some people hate being black. But let's just go back in history just to clarify that, when the Nazis were in power, there was an Olympics in 1943, was it? And everybody thought, well, the English race was, superior, all this and that, you know what I mean? Black people were very silent. Nobody wanted to know anything about that. Actually, in 1920s, there was a circus about black people, the most embarrassing thing in black history. Anyway, as I was saying, in the Olympics, Jesse Owens, those who don't know Jesse Owens, black people changed completely through the Olympics because they saw that, black people had, more, faster at everything, better at everything. Then music came along, they were better at everything. There's nothing to be ashamed. Do you know what I mean? I'm mixed race. I'm half black, half Arab. So I'm at the lowest of the lowest. You know what I mean? If people want to categorize or put colorism and everything, you know, I feel quite embarrassed that, was it Disabled that said Somalians are not black? You can't be embarrassed of being black. Like that's very, very low. You know, it's so jealousy.
Excuse me, sir. I am not embarrassed. I don't identify with the label black. That's it.
Like, what's wrong with that though?
Everything is wrong with that, bro. Imagine being black, bro. Do you know what the connotation of being black is? That label, being black.
You know, when I was 30 years old, let me speak. I'm 30 years old in Europe. When you saw another black person, you would literally nod your head. You know what I mean?
If I see a black person, I cross the road. You know, I don't feel safe. You know, being black, it doesn't have any positive connotation, right?
So disabled.
You've been brainwashed.
Disabled. When you look at yourself in the when you look at yourself in the mirror, disabled, do you feel disgust? Do you like look away also?
No.
When I look myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because what you see.
God, what a noble, handsome Somali man. Oh my God.
All right. Okay. All right.
But the thing is, you shouldn't put yourself down. You should put yourself down because you see another black person. You know what I mean? We all come from Africa. You know what I mean? And we should be very proud of that. We should be all proud of that. And if we live in a Western society, we can't take credit of, you know, all the communication that we've got nowadays. You know, like the Atlantic cable was built by the white empire. You know what I mean? They built those cables.
No, but listen, my brother, you have to understand, EK. I'm not saying I'm not from Africa. We're all from Africa, right? I agree with you. We're all from the same continent. You know, we come in different shades, you know, everything. But I'm not black. I identify with the label black. I'm Somali.
Black people have their own codes. We have our own codes. Do you know what I mean?
All right, Ike.
Our own codes.
All right, Ike.
Yeah,
let's give Tim a chance. Tim, appreciate your input, Ike. Tim.
How's it going, guys? I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, in America.
Louisiana.
I mean, coming from a city where we were taught that, you know, about the many inventions, the great strides that were taken to free our countries. I don't know why in 2026 anybody would say that they are upset about being black, and the brother saying that Somali is not black, when I've seen many Somali people which are the blackest of black. And I think it goes to show what has been happening in these countries in Africa. The presidents have not been putting or making sure that the education has flowed from down into different populations of people. And it's disheartening because before I ever got on TikTok, I didn't know that this mentality, you could be in Africa. I go to Africa all the time, and you see people that's unhappy with being black. That's something that's kind of foreign. Where I'm from, you are starting to see a lot of people say that they're not black Americans saying that now, but I think it's because of the hatred coming from continental Africans sometimes, and saying that they want to separate from blackness when, you know, we're trying to be close to you and you're running away from yourself. It's not a good look, you know?
Yeah. All right, appreciate your input. It's not a good look because you can try to run away from your blackness, but what other people is gonna see you as is just that. So let's move forward and to Top Spot Africa. He is not Somalian. Somali, you think he's not? Top Spot. It's your turn.
No, I'm not a Somali. Of course not. I'm a very proud African and proud Ghanaian.
All right.
Living in Germany, though. But I fly to Ghana for each 3 months, twice a year, and then come back to take other companies here. So, the question, why some people hate being black? I used to write some talks and give speeches about pre-colonial history and post-colonial history. And the reason why I say so is very simple.
There is this called white supremacy that has been redesigning our history, rewriting it, giving the whole history a specific poster, as if, for example, there were no black inventors, as if Africa that they know today were Africa in poverty, etc. All of these things are not true. It is the Western narrative that they have created in order to make us more. This is an ongoing process till today. And today, many people used to watch the commercial televisions in order to see the exact message that the Western Eurocentric view want us to believe in. And we are growing up in these education systems and structures, business system and structures, health system and structures, as well as cultural systems and structures. But the reality is completely different. I mean, blacks, we have the most powerful body that can contain...
Yeah, my friend, you don't have anything. Black people are known for entertainment. They were bred to run.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No, I do not disturb.
Let me finish with my submission. Thank you. We have the overwhelming brains. We can really do extraordinary things depending on the environment that you are in, that you might think that blacks are nobody. Go around with some professors who are medical doctors, chirurgy, like Professor Safo, etc. in Germany, who travel worldwide for doing operation.
Oh, sorry, I pressed my bad. Can you unmute yourself? Top spot. I pressed the wrong button.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do have many development that is going on, invented and is done by black people, like Professor Dr. Mensah. I can mention so many of them who are operating worldwide. There is no reason for us black people to see us as people without anything. It is never true. But the fact is that we need to go back to the history and study well, do a proper research. We need to know who we are. We need to create our proper identity to the soil of Africa if we believe that we come from there. So that in the end, we understand who we really are. We have the best cultures in the world. So we don't have any reason to let any Eurocentric perspectives and views condemn us as if we are nobody. There is no reason for that.
True.
But you see, as I'm saying, the poverty that is...
All right, top spot. All right, top spot. You have to give somebody else a spot. Hold up. Let's give somebody else a chance.
Thank you, brother, and I appreciate it. But
appreciate you, Teddy.
I just wanna explain to you first of all, we Somalis, we do not hate being black, but there is a reason that you all do not understand. We call ourselves in our language marine, which means black, marine. And secondly, the reason we do not associate ourselves with Africans are because we are the only nation who fought the fucking colonial for 20 years. The only nation. You could look up if you want. The Darawish, the military are called the Darawish. We are the only nation who fought for 20 years, the fucking Britain.
All right.
The first time they used the Royal Air Force in Africa. No, shut the fuck up, man. It's not my time.
All right. Do not come here. Look. Do not come here and use profanity. Just keep your conversation clean. J. Dot.
He's lying. He's lying.
Yeah. Okay.
Has been colonized.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. We know that. But this is not the topic, though. J. Dot. Let's get back to focus. It's not the scope of the topic.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say just a few things, and I'm gonna drop in here other people's opinions. Right? I appreciate the topic you brought beforehand. It's a very, very deep topic, and referring to the troublemaker on the panel that's talking about BLK people are this and BLK people are that. If I should get personal and deep, I don't really see people from your community here in London really achieving nothing as much. I myself was the head boy of my school at a young age.
Wait. What community are you talking about?
I'm now a tower crane operator, and by the grace of the Most High God, to be a manager of multiple projects by God's grace. So I'm saying that there is BLK excellence, do you understand? But my problem with my community is that I know that other people from other communities, majority of them do not like us. You see in China as well, they got a BLK door that is slammed on the ground.
Oh yeah.
It's like a stress relief. A lot of people don't like us, and I've had to go against other nationals such as the YT man. I've had to compete with that and do overtime to earn my position and title, and a lot of prayer went into it. But I'm saying my own community doesn't really appreciate what I've done. I go to a YT person or another ethnic group, and I tell them what I do for a living. And they'll appreciate me. But when I go to my own people, they throw underneath the bus. I feel like as BLK people, we have to learn to love each other, because the whole world, the majority of the world doesn't love us, but we don't love ourselves. There's no BLK community in London. There's no unity in London amongst BLK people. It's like very, very individualistic. But you see other nationals grouping together and having a good time. But when I see my fellow brother, he turns the other way. When I see my fellow sister, I expect her to be disrespectful before she's even nice to me. There's no love. And back to I'm gonna speak on Nigerians as well, because I'm speaking based on black people born in the Western community. But I should take it back to Africa. They don't love themselves. Although there's more of a community, Nigerians don't really love themselves. West Africans don't really love themselves or what they see in the mirror. More so are women. And I'm going to refer to that weave that they place in their head. Although people are saying it's not really that deep, representation is key. If you're seeing a woman with European hair on top of it where her crown's supposed to be, that's a conquered woman. And if they're placing conquered women in positions of authority for BLK people, you're also going to end up being a conquered person, because you're going to want to be in that position. And for you to be in that position, you're going to feel like you have to place this hair on top of your head and be conquered in order to get that position and that title. I'm saying there's not a lot of love between us as people, and I would love that to change one day.
Yeah, hold up. I like what you say. I'd love for that to change one day as well, because sometimes we have to realize we can be so, disliking of each other for a lot of reasons though, because when you are in the West, a lot of the time you can get more love from people who are not looking like you rather than people who looks like you. And J. sometimes you have to realize as well, a lot of people are basically not in the same level or the frequency that you are in. So it is best sometimes, this is one way that sometimes people are just looking for connection, because as human we need human connection, human interaction. Sometimes you cannot find it in your area, in your local area, so you just have to find it online, and possibly you will find someone or people that accept you for who you are, and that actually understand your grind and have respect for all the sacrifices that you have made to become who you are. That's what it is. So
thank you so much. Also, I'm gonna place myself in the comment section, just listen.
Sure, no problem.
Can I answer to this J.'s question about black women and their hair?
Yeah.
Because he's very obsessed with that. He has been mentioning it too.
He's not he is obsessed with it.
So many black men are obsessed with black women and our hair. You would think that, whatever. I'm going to tell you something. Black men, first of all, they hate black women's hair. Because there's something in the black community, in different black community, called texturism. It is the preference between certain texture, like looser hair. The looser your curls are, and the better it is seen. Somebody with curly hair will be seen as better and desirable than somebody with coily hair. Specifically, when your hair is coily and short. A lot of black women have short, coily hair. Do you think that they actually are being perceived as beautiful in the black community or in different black community?
It really depends. It really depends, Serene, because look, hold up. It really depends. Yes, look.
I think men respect women who are natural more than a woman who wears wigs. And I think, I asked a lot of black men, Africans, white, whatever it is. Everybody prefers natural over wigs.
Sir, I thought that you were not black, so why are you even in this conversation?
Adiola, please.
Wigs grow your hair. If you look
Okay,
at a lot of
wait, hold up. Someone just said, I'm a white woman. I'm white, but I love when black women wear their natural hair. To be honest, Serene, wait, hold up.
But that is not the truth.
But wait, if people are telling you, if we are telling you, the men are telling you, or the people are telling you the truth. So what are you listening to us, or are you creating your own, what you just creating what you want to believe in?
Self-hatred. That has been bred into them. When she hates herself.
Let her talk.
Listen. If I want my son, if I think that my son is good at drawing and I want him to be a good drawer one day, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna provide him material for him to draw. I'm gonna probably put him in art school, right? If you people think that black women hate their hair, but you like their hair so much, what is stopping black men from taking care of their daughters, their sisters' hair? What is stopping you? I've never seen a black man go into the salon being like, oh, I'm going to buy a product for my daughter and I'm going to do her hair. We're going to spend a really good father and son and daughter moment. I'm going to be...
you're good all that length just to justify you wearing wigs. My friend, listen.
Please.
You wear wigs because you're insecure. You don't like being black. Just be honest.
All right, disabled, chill.
Please, you never create. Have you ever seen a black man taking care of his daughter's hair?
Yes,
of his sister's hair?
Yes, Serene, yes, I have. Honestly.
What is the percentages? Could you
Okay, look. But can we agree as well, Serene? Look, sometimes you have to agree to certain things and then we move forward. Agree or disagree and then we move forward. We cannot just keep moving. Yeah. Okay. Let me put it this way. I've seen it, but if you're gonna put to a certain percentage, it is more expected for the child's mom to take care of their hair. Even look. Even in the as a African or in the black community, the woman goes and take care of each other's hair. You find girls braiding each other's hair. I do understand sometimes the men do it too. They would just do a lazy job. They'll put naturally a bun. They'll do a lazy job, but they do it. But at the end of the day, I think, let's put it this way. We can use this moment for you to teach the men what is the right way to take care of the woman here. Give us some tips. Give us some tips.
Okay, we're gonna start with younger generation. First of all, I've been seeing a lot of younger generation of black girls who actually have their natural hair, which is great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, first of all, you need to stay away from everything that is perm, keratin treatments. All these things, they will destroy your hair. A lot of black women will put keratin treatment to their hair and perm. That is gonna destroy your hair because it modifies the texture of your hair, and your hair will be very fragilized. You need to do simple hairstyle on your daughters because kids, they don't have that much of time. They don't have patience. You need to find the right product. You need to find a really good shampoo, a really good conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, an oil who actually going to be protecting the hair.
Serene.
Yes.
I had a black friend once. I tried to
once
with her hair. Yeah. I don't have a lot of black friends. I don't hang around them. I tried to comb her hair, and I swear to you, wallahi, the comb I put in the hair, it broke.
Don't say that, bro. Like,
because you don't comb your hair when it's dry. You comb it when it's wet, and you need to put products to actually help combing. And you need to comb it very slowly but surely and gently.
Yeah. So disabled. I hope you're gonna be more able to actually look. If you have to understand there are different hair types. That's the bottom line. and different hair types comes with a different way of actually addressing it or styling it. That's the bottom line. So probably you were expecting for it to just go through like, come on, man. You have to be flexible, disabled. You have to use your logic as well.
Okay. I don't really know why you're talking, Jose. You have no hair.
Yeah, and so what? What is your point?
I just feel like this is not your space to talk about.
Okay, so now disabled. So now you feel personally you want a person to attack me. All right, let's move forward to the next person.
No, he's right. He's right. Because a lot of black men like to talk about black women's hair, but you yourself, you're very bald majority of the time. If you grow up in an African household, African parents, they will always cut their kids' hair.
Yeah.
It's always the bald kid, black boy all the time. Why?
So,
I mean, hair grow up on everybody.
But okay, let me tell you this. Did you know Did you know the first person to cut my hair bald when I was a child was my mom? So I don't get it. What's your point?
I'd say African parents, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
my mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think parents, yes, you're right. Why did they cut your hair? Why didn't you tell them like, Mom, I actually like my hair. Why didn't you let it grow?
Oh, like that. But I mean, as a toddler is not in charge of their hair. I mean, all of the time they can say, "Yeah, my hair is long." Yeah, you can see it. A lot of the time, look. If I was maybe 5, let's say less than 10 years old, if my mom said, "Okay, I'm gonna cut your hair," to make it much easier for her, I don't know for what reason. What I'm gonna maybe just put up a fight or something. But at the end of the day, my hair is getting cut.
Yeah, but at one moment you were a teenager and now you're an adult. Why
Okay.
don't you
All right.
What
Okay.
can we do to help black women like yourself love themselves?
True.
What can we
Good
do?
question, disabled. Good question. Yeah, but first thing first, Serene, you have to be honest. And you have to also be willing to. Yeah, that's a good question he just asked you, Serene. Do you want to answer it? I didn't.
Sir, do you want to answer the question? What can we do to make you stop wearing Brazilian, real human hair? We need to stop importing Brazilian hair and Indian hair in Africa.
Okay, go on.
First of all, you need to leave black women alone and wear
Come on.
the hairdo. You need to promote texturism. You need to stop promoting texturism, saying that curly hair is better than horsey hair.
leave it
A lot of black women. Excuse me.
Wait,
A
no.
lot of black women.
It's costs a lot to African men.
Okay, hold on.
Excuse me?
He's saying that it costs a lot. I mean, sure, it's the environment. It's either you're gonna.
Yes,
Abdul.
but I'm joking on that when I'm saying it is cost.
It is.
Because
It does.
truly, sometimes they say that it's true hair. They go to buy like $2,000 or $3,000 for like this. I call it like waste of hair of other people, sometimes of animals, and this to fill some kind of standard of beauty. And Africans are now, women are fighting to keep that. We're telling you, you want to be liked by the black man, but you don't want to hear from the black man what he like.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's an interesting point, but it's uncomfortable to talk about too for you. And we understand we are talking about like your character as a black woman, not you personally, Serene, but every black woman. Those who carry exogen hires, like I think like foreigners, alien things on their head. And I say, until the head of the black woman is not free, Africa and the black people cannot be free. Because it starts from our heads. And there is a start everything. The man have different functions, but the women's as African society is like women-centric society because our mothers, grandmothers have always had a central role in our societies. And here, at the hair of a person, like antennas, they perceive energy in the environment where you live, that where you can determine and perceive your reality, and after that you act on it. But we are all collectively, globally, we're unable to act for self
self-interest, collective self-interest. For example, in the title, because I came from the title, some black people hate being black. And from these flags, it's like, I think South Africa is lacking, is losing its place, because supposed to be here. In South Africa, what is happening is manifestation of self-hatred toward blackness. There's nothing else if not that, because we have seen even, it's not attack, but it's like constatation that black Africans went to white migrants to hire them, to say them, hey, don't hire black people and the black Africans. This is self-hatred. And as the question is very deep, not only stop on black women, but the question that to free the head of black women is very fundamental. Our sisters are uncomfortable to have a conversation about it. But we must have a conversation about it. And when I say
Abdul, it's it is okay. Hold up. Abdul, it is a very
conclude and I leave. Just wait a second and I conclude. I'm saying when
then finish up.
It's cost a lot. Yes, when I say it's cost a lot, because normally our women's, like we say, like you give black to your woman to give money, but where they go, are those money are invested in our business, family business. No, sometimes are going in these salons who bring money to the West and to China and Latin America. Like they're fooling the West with the African and the fake hairs for the black woman. And there's a deep problem for African economy.
All right, Abdul. Appreciate your input. Let's move forward, guys. If you want to join the conversation, you can request. I'd appreciate some gifts as well. The next person up is Rastaman Gabriel. How you doing? Gabriel.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. What are your thoughts on the topic?
Why do some people hate being black? I mean, Nigerians don't hate being black. When you put Britain, are you talking about black people living in Britain?
From where you are, just it doesn't have to be globally. So you can answer the question from where you are, from what you've seen. Your own input.
Somalia and Nigeria, I can talk because these are two African countries. In Nigeria, you wouldn't technically call yourself, what's it called, black, because I don't know how to explain it, but in Nigeria, you wouldn't call yourself black, you'd call yourself African. Okay, so let me tell you this way. In America, from what I know, I'm Britain because I live here, race is institutionalized, so you're categorized as white, categorized as black. But if you go to Africa where black people are the majority, people don't go by race. They'd rather go by tribes or so what for. It's not the fact that we hate it. We just aren't. We don't use that term in Africa because we are the majority. Maybe in South Africa because they've got a small population of whites. Yes, they can use it, and because of apartheid as well. So in Zimbabwe, but in Nigeria where the majority of people are black, we do not use that word.
Okay.
The word is only in the Western world. I don't say this because I don't like the West, but I'm just saying that's how it is. In the West, they use the word race to categorize people. If you're white, if you're black. We don't hate the word, we just don't use the word the same way a black person in America would or a white person in America would. Because we are the majority in our own countries. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get you. Because for me, I don't use that word, but for some reason, when it comes to that word, we all understand what we mean by that. Yeah, for me, I'm brown, as you can see, but for some reason, I would still be classified in some people's mind as being black. This is, it's so we can actually understand what we are talking about.
Oh, yeah. Say one thing regarding this hair thing and how we're giving money to Asians. The problem with that is that it's not the fact that we are forced to buy it. It's the fact that people 4C hair, 4B hair, they don't know how to treat their hair properly. That's why they neglect the hair as a whole. That's why they'd rather keep the hair as it is under wigs. Because especially where I live, people, they don't know how to treat their hair. I'm not saying that the majority of people don't know how to treat hair, but there's that small minority of people that don't know how to treat 4C hair, especially regarding women. They don't know how to treat 4C hair effectively on their own without a hairstylist or so forth. So they'd rather go to wearing wigs. I'm not saying that wigs is bad in general, but I feel like as black people we should embrace our hair. We've done that for centuries. We've embraced our hair. Me myself, I've got looks. I'd never want to wear a wig or wear foreign hair. I'd love to wear my hair. So the problem isn't the fact that there's a high influx of people using this. We must address the root cause, which is people not knowing how to treat their own hair.
Or they just don't have time, because you have to understand, if you're living in the West as well, or you know, a black woman's hair, it takes a lot of care, and it takes some time to actually get it right. And especially if you're not living with with other people around you, your sisters or someone who can actually help you to comb it. Well, not to comb it, but to take care of it. It's gonna take some time. And as you can imagine, for us men, it's easier for us to just go, well, not for me, still for me, to go to a barber and to just get your stuff done, it's also cheaper for us versus the women. They can go, they can go to the hair salon as well, but again, when it comes to the pricing, it's it's not the same.
But I would also say that wigs cost a lot as well. These 20-inch wigs, they're not, where I live, 20-inch wigs are not cheap. They're like around £700. These things are not cheap.
It isn't cheap, but the ladies see it as an investment as well. It's like for you as a man, you get a hat. If you get a hat, it's you can reuse it. All you have to do is just make sure you just take care of it somehow.
But I would also say that what's it called? Actually, never mind.
All right. Let's give the next person a chance. Olivia, how you doing, Olivia? Olivia.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Why some people hate being black? Well, I think it's more like they're tired of being black because the history and the information about our past, our existence is just always a sad story, and you get tired of it. It's just that it's not that we hate being black. We love who we are, but it's other countries and other people that bring that kind of wonder why people hate being black, because the color of our skin just bring sadness and death and everything negative from other countries, and it's just gone on for the longest time, and it seems to be happening all over again.
Appreciate you, Disable.
Going to hair, once upon a time, we was in hot countries. They brought us over here. Our hair was adapted for the sun, so we got thick hair. And we lived together, like you said earlier, with family and friends, and we do each other's hair. And that's the way. It takes ages. When you think about going to a job at 9 o'clock in the morning and have to plait your hair, but it don't work. You have to put a hat on or a wig on, and that works. The time is of the essence. Honestly, we have the thickest hair, and yes, it needs hydrating, it needs a lot of moisturizer, it needs a lot of care. So it's no wonder we've got creative and adapted to sort of find a way to exist. It's not that we hate, because I tell you, I love my spongy hair. I love the way it feels. It feels very exotic. It feels so nice. I can honestly say I did perm my hair, and I took the chemicals out of my hair, and I did not know what to do with it. I couldn't even recognize myself. But once I started plaiting it, and I'm liking myself, loving myself, and I'm loving my afro too.
Yeah, I appreciate your input.
Oh, did you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you.
Yes. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to.
Okay, Serene, you can chime in, Serene.
Yeah,
Serene.
I want to say that we're living in some type of renaissance era for Black women and their hair, because I'm pretty sure you people are not aware of that, but I follow a lot of Black women, and I'm in a lot of Black women's faces. A lot of Black women are reinventing certain things. They're trying to speak more about real ingredient that will truly hydrate your hair. They're speaking about hairstyle that destroy your hair, because before, when you go to an African salon, the African woman, she will do absolutely the most horrifying things to your hair. When in reality, some hairstyle would destroy your hair more than protect them. We're talking about
Cyrene, we have
Yes.
to talk about the issues, right? We have to address it, right? We have to put aside feelings, right? We have to put our subjective opinion. Let's stop talking about addressing just the products. We have Africa is the leading importer of, Indian wigs, 16-inch Brazilian human hair. We have to address the root cause of this issue, which is glorification of Eurocentric futures. The black woman, she wants to look like a noble black or white woman. If you go to Africa, go to Kenya, they still wear the wigs that the British colony left behind.
So what? Indian women are not European. It's not only European women who actually got straight hair, okay? Indian women are not European. They're even
So you want to wear wigs?
Teachers became.
So you want to wear wigs?
How does that bother you? How
You hate yourself. That's why
I don't hate myself.
Nah, but
It's really not a question of hating yourself as well. It's really not. We are very creative. We're creative with music and art, and even our hair. If we can adapt in a new environment and feel confident and go forward, there's nothing wrong with that. Just because we might put an extension to it and it looks like a straight hair does not mean we don't love ourselves. Definitely not, without a doubt.
all right, yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah.
anyway.
It's well, I don't think so. But some people can look at it as that. But there are signs. It can say something about the person, but it's really not about really self-hate though. Kim, how you doing, Kim?
Hey, I came on and I'm glad that that was being spoken. I was just coming to listen, and all I heard was black women and the straight. So, but I'm an American, obviously. I live in the United States, and I just had to address this. First of all, there was something that was passed in the Brazilian called the Crown
Wait, no,
Act.
disabled, chill, disabled.
A lot of African American black women were not being hired in the United States because we were wearing our natural hair, wearing afros, braided hair, and hair that was styled naturally. So when I hear a lot of Africans and African American men speak on self-hatred, understand that this was a move that a lot of African American and African women in the United States had to do to adapt to the workplace environment and the corporate environment within a lot of, working with white tea Americans. And I'm not sure what it's like living in Europe.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. It's 2026. Wallahi, nobody's making you wear wigs.
Okay, so excuse me. I don't.
go fix your damn country.
All right, Serene, let's not do that.
Okay, so what I'm just stating from living in the United States, that those of us that do live in the United States had to adapt to wearing those type of styles. I personally, I've never worn weave, but I don't, judge women that do decide to wear a weave, but I do straighten my hair because I've had to adapt to living in those type of environments. So when I hear African men and African American women that's pretty judgmental, that say things to black women about wearing their hair in those styles, you don't understand that is an adaptation to basically survival.
No.
Working amongst white tees.
No.
No. The truth is, black women, especially African American women, they started wearing wigs, softening their hair, making it warm, to please massa, right? To please the colonial slave master. Let's be honest. You don't have to do that. It's 2026. You can love yourself. You can be natural, right? You can embrace your curls. That's what we're telling you.
But wait, you're telling her how to feel disabled. So if she's telling,
Not understanding that it's something called discrimination, that a lot of times people that are in power, that are white, would often not hire African Americans and people that are African because of they don't accept those kind of hairstyles. That he's
But that's
saying
what I'm
that
telling
you
It's
have to love
2026
yourself.
now. That time is past. It's past. Nobody's gonna disagree.
That time is not past.
Wait, can I say one thing?
Can I say something?
let's give.
There's going to be a process, we have to sort of start somewhere. I mean, look at all the singers, they promoted straight hair. it's a, that time is gone. We was forced to cover up our hair and not express our hair, and time is gone. We just got creative. We just know how to adapt with our hair. We don't hate our hair.
Gwyneth, can I say something, please?
And hold on. One thing that you just said, we need to give go according to who came first, Morgan. One thing you just said as well is that I do understand what Kim is saying. It's like if you want to be, a lot of different races they want a lot of black people to transform, to basically ignore their blackness. So wearing a wig sometimes is a way to somewhat disarm yourself, to make yourself seem as less, liking who you are. Just basically you want to fit in. So, if you want to get opportunities, sometimes you have to just be able to, some people will call it cosplay, but it's being actually smart. And when you think about, a black woman here, it's like, it is, it's not just like any other person here. You can just step in the shower and just let it go down like that. It doesn't work like that. But Lolo Za, how you doing? Lolo, you have to unmute yourself. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. This is a very interesting topic, and I love the ladies. Both the conversations, whether you need to curl your hair or you don't. But my point is, you have your own hair, you know where you come from, and you know where your heritage is. Like, where you come from. It can be either curly, it can be straight, or it can be rough. So if you want to curl out your hair, do it. And don't let another person, especially men, I'm sorry, gents.
Come on. So Lolo, so really, so we can, hold on.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Sorry, host. I'm back. I had a question. Okay. No, so you're saying if a man cannot tell his woman what type of hairstyle he likes?
Oh, yes, he can.
So she should.
No.
That's it?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's what you. Okay, go on.
You are in a relationship, and if your man says, you know what, I like you with this type
of course, not
hair.
me. Yeah.
I like you with this type of hair. It's curled or it's straight. So it's up to you. As a woman, you need to make a decision or wholeheartedly. Are you going to do this for the man? Are you going to do this for the relationship? Are you going to do this for me? It just depends.
Okay.
So let's not be conformed as ladies, as girls. Let's not be conformed and say, no, I don't feel comfortable with my hair because I'm going to be judged. Fuck that. Do you, boo? Do your hair and look fabulous. That's what I'm saying. Don't compromise your hair or don't let people judge you.
Got it like that. We can do it like that.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
So simple.
Lolo.
So simple.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you, Lolo.
Thanks, Lolo.
Megan, how you doing?
Hi.
Megan?
First of all, just to say, black men like Disable. He really makes other black men seem so attractive, but unattractive with the way he speaks. It's not nice to represent black men the way that he.
No, okay. First thing first, Megan. Megan. He's not. No.
Because as a woman.
No, Megan. Hold up. Megan. He's not representing me. He's representing himself. No.
What
Okay,
I'm saying
wait.
is that the effect of it. You know how you guys are saying,
No.
even though not all black women do the stuff that you do.
Here we go again.
All
the
right,
white woman with savior complex.
I'm not white.
Black man.
I'm not white. Oh my gosh! Shut up, Disabled. I'm not white.
Disable. I'm gonna disable you. Disable.
Person is white. I'm not white. I'm black.
You gonna let this white woman abuse me?
Bro.
Okay, black comes in all kind of shades.
All right.
Anyways,
Yeah.
as I was saying, it's a bad representation because the way that you guys are categorizing all black women in the same category, when this kind of type of men speak, it literally goes into representing how black men are viewed to the world. It's bad. You guys should really it's not good. I'll tell you something, right? Before I get into the topic, right before I came onto this video and started listening to him, I literally just came across a video of a white guy talking about buying so many properties and helping people, and then I scroll and all I hear is disabled going on dissing black women. I'm like, well, look at the difference, right? Why don't you guys uplift black women? Do you know
Okay. Hold up. Megan, stop. Hold up, Megan. All right, we have to be specific now because not only we have to get specific because now you heard disabled, but now you wanna think, it's just all black men. No, don't do that. It's just that.
You guys are saying black women,
Who's guys?
The guys on this panel, since I've been listening.
Look. There's only one guy on this panel at this point, as you can see. And the one thing I want to say as well, this conversation wasn't about women or hair, but for some reason, it's changed into hair. But if it's gonna go like this, we're gonna have to shift it back to the original topic.
That's fine. Okay.
I don't feel safe. I feel like this is a.
Come on, disabled.
Shut up. We don't
go back to Somalia.
Brandon, I believe she's from the UK. I'm sure she can tell as a fellow Brit that I'm not white.
All right, Megan, let's get back on topic.
So just to go back into the topic, right? Scientifically, if we look at things scientifically, when human being left the continent of Africa and moved on, right? Physically, they changed. The physical appearance changed, including the hair, because it adapted into the climax, right? So when we're talking about, for example, black women's hair, right, especially with the recent immigrants, the environment in which black women live on at the moment in the West is not created to make those hair flourish. And that's the honest truth. Even things like into the water, even the chemicals,
man. You have such you cannot relate. How can you speak for this woman? My friend.
Anyway,
this is like
can you be educated for 1 second and let me speak? Can I speak?
All right. You can.
What I'm saying is the environment alone, right, works. Never mind the political things and the hiring and everything that I think Lola was literally pointing out, because that's the honest truth. But the environment alone is not created to support black hair.
Okay. All right.
Against it. So you have to do a lot to maintain it, a lot. And in this day and age, right? Because I wear hair if I want to, and I take it out when I want to. But I tell you something, when I wear it, it's because I have to go to work, right? I've got a mortgage to pay. I don't have time
blaming
all the time. Can I speak? I don't have the time all the time, right? To let my natural hair grow out and take care of it and all that. I have to go to work and I have a family to look after.
Yes.
So you're expecting me to spend hours. It's not just about 30 minutes or 20 minutes in and out. It's hours. Some people, they spend half a day, if they're lucky, just to take care of their hair, to make sure it's moisturized, etc., etc. It's a lot to do.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, your timer. Okay, guys, I want to switch from talking about hair. Okay, so I'm done. I'm tired of this hair conversation.
Can I make one statement though?
Yes. No. Not if it's about look. If it's about hair, let's get back to answering the general question, because come on. Yeah.
Damn, bro. Gee, that was
I just don't understand the hyperfixation on black women's hair. I just don't get it.
Another angry
woman.
Let it go. Let it go. You hate yourself. You wear wigs, right? It's not our fault.
All right. So
stop making assumptions. It makes you look stupid.
Moving forward, guys, you're gonna be in your best behavior, or else just chill. So why some black people hate themselves or hate being black? That's the question on the table. So talk about that, not about hair anymore. Tired of that. after a storm comes a calm. It's your turn.
I'd say it's internalized anti-blackness, of course. Come on, right? It has to do with colonialism and the things that they instilled in us, and it's very sad. I think it's one of those things where it's like people talk about inherent racism. I think there is that kind of inherent self-hate that a lot of Black people kind of adopt as well, where it's like you're seeing the difference of a treatment that you're getting being a Black person versus other people who aren't Black. And I think some people really internalize that, and especially if they're not coming from a positive environment or somewhere where they actually can talk about these things. And we know as Black people, we don't really value mental health like that, not in the way we should. I think everything is always about like pushing past things and like being strong and stuff like that. And though that's great, and we should recognize those qualities, everybody's different, right? Some people can't handle certain things and they handle it differently. And I think there is a lot of Black people that have this kind of sense of like, okay, I'm Black, like I can't achieve certain things and I can't do certain things. And I think that kind of leads to this like self-hatred that it's about their skin. And it's honestly, yeah, it's slavery of the mind, in my opinion, right? But I say that, but it's not easy. Like I think when we have these conversations, it's almost like a judgment in place, but I think it's also a mental health thing. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because I think it's been normalized too much how often we experience like certain things like hatred and racism and stuff, and we don't actually talk about how that can impact somebody's psyche.
True.
And how they operate and like on day to day, you know? But yeah.
That's a good point. You see, I like that. Because now you gave food for thought. Because now there are some people who grew up, let's say, for example, in an area, in a neighborhood that they are the only Black person.
Right.
So every day when they wake up, when they go to school, when they go to do their work, they always are surrounded by other races other than Black person. So people sometimes gonna feel comfortable to just tell them, snide remarks or just basically belittle them. This is why some people actually hate being Black.
Absolutely. And from somebody who actually came from that background, I would say sometimes we always focus on the hatred aspect of racism and not enough on the ignorance aspect of racism as well. That kind of sense of like you're on display for show, like a show, quote unquote, monkey, like in the sense of where it's like your hair, oh my gosh, it's all this kind of spectacle about every single thing that you do because people are hyper fixated on every single thing that you do because you're quote unquote different, right? So it's that thing. I think a lot of Black people always focus about like the hatred and like, yeah, obviously that's the most damaging, but then the ignorance can also be very, very like impactful as well, where you feel like this oddball and you're just, nobody understands anything about you, So yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate your input. Megan, wait, Serene, you wanna go again? You wanna chime in? Serene?
Yes, I just want to say that a lot of Somali here are just trolling us. I don't know why they're in this conversation. When they're trolling us.
What have we done, bro? She's obsessed with someone.
No cursing, no
Stop
cursing.
trolling people, and I would tell you there's bigger problem in Somalia. Please go.
Okay, look, I'm gonna put you down also because again, we're talking about the topic. Let's stay focused. Queen. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Kim.
Like somebody's mic is on.
Yeah.
Who's talking? Oh, Megan.
Kim, it's your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can only speak from an American perspective. I realize there are people from other places on this panel. So I would say as far as going back to obviously enslavement and after enslavement, minstrel shows showing African Americans being humiliated. And then from Jim Crow, that area of us being treated as second-class citizens. And then, from Jim Crow, there was this study called the Mimi and Kenneth Clark study in which they tested African-American kids along with white American kids, and they asked them how did they feel about both races. And what they discovered was that Black American kids often viewed white kids as being superior to themselves because they were placed, as second-class citizens in the United States. So I think as long as, Black American kids were often treated as second-class citizens in this country, and we often had pictures of Africa being, you know, this country that was very foreign and, you know, what's the word I would like to use? We would often see pictures of kids that were destitute or what have you not. We often got a picture of Black people being unworthy and not really worth it. So I would say it often bred a situation of us having self-hatred towards ourselves, and not just that, but placing white tees on a pedestal. So I think that's part of the problem of us feeling inferior of ourselves and placing a white tee on a pedestal. So I think that's part of the problem. Is learning to identify with ourselves and having some more self-love for ourselves.
Yeah, it's really about as well to work in our mindset, to understand. I think somebody was saying it earlier, to understand that we only us can when it comes to your self-esteem, your self-concept, your self-esteem, your self-image, these are the aspects of your psyche that you need to work on to find ways that you can improve it, or to find ways that you can make it that is not dependent on any other people and anyone else and any other race, what they say about you. As long as you know you are upstanding citizen, that you are doing things that are not hurting other people directly, then you're good. So that's why, you know, when it comes to self-define, you have to define who you are, because if you are not, other people is gonna tell you whoever they find, or they're gonna try to paint you in whichever image that they want you to be. So self-worth is another one. Self-worth, but it has to do a lot with self-esteem, because based on when we look at our lineage of what we've been through, all of these self-work need to be done, not just self-love. Self-love can be an umbrella that encompasses all of these things, but again, it's mainly a lot of, you know, mental work, emotional work that needs to be done.
So I think, to sum it up, the self-hate is from how white tees have generalized us in media, and it has basically internalized a lot of our self-hatred towards each other.
Yeah, the internalization. Yeah, true.
I think that when you say why some people hate being Black, I don't actually think that sentence right. I think it's the aftermath is what the other cultures and other people place us and do to us. That's what we hate, the pain that we receive from others. Because we're a loving culture. We embrace everybody. But yet we keep on getting this pure negative vibe coming to us over and over again. You know, it's not a question of us hating ourselves being Black. We love ourselves being Black. We love being Black, but it's the negative vibes from other cultures and people that put us in a place that we don't deserve to be.
But you don't think those cultures are craving white tea supremacy? That those cultures are leaning into?
I've got a different take. I've got a slightly different take, if you don't mind. Scott, you made a very good point, but I think what people don't take into account is progression. Recently, I met someone who will become a fast friend, but he's from Ukraine. Initially, he lied to me about being from Ukraine. He was ashamed, right? And that was because of the war and everything that's going on, right? So just to give you just an insight that being ashamed of someone's inheritance is not just based on Black people alone, other people suffer as well. And it's
okay, Megan, we are talking about Black people, as you can see.
I'm going back to the topic.
But just
I gave that example to say, sorry, let me just speak, please.
No, focus. No, you're going to speak, but you're going to have to be focused.
I'm giving an insight, right, as to why people feel ashamed of who they are. A lot of the time, it's got to do with progression. If the image that you have of yourself, of your culture, of your people, there's no progression, there's no wealth, whatever it is, there's nothing to inspire you. There's nothing really to make you feel proud of who you are. Like, for example, I don't know if that's making sense, Grenna, because I feel like especially in the Black community, we love
to be successful. So when you're putting leaders, for example, like when you had Obama in place, it made a lot of Black people feel proud, and a lot of Black people went out there and started to, you know, work harder. Like if you put like, there's so many like Black women, for example, who's done really well for themselves. It inspires Black women to really go out there and do well and get education. And we all know like Black women are being very educated and making loads of money these days, right? So what I'm saying is like sometimes it's got to do with the representations that you have within the community. Yes, there's always going to be people hating because some people are inherently racist, but also representation within your own community really helps for you to love yourself and for you to work harder.
That's true. That's true. Because it's like
I feel
what
like, and no offense,
what
I feel like
people
you're
see.
skewing stereotypes, and it's really interesting to me because you claim to be light skinned, but I'm not necessarily believing that. But earlier when you were talking about hair, you said something like recent immigrants and something like that. I think when it comes to a lot of Black people's self-perception as well, I'm having a suspicion that maybe you are mixed of some kind. I think
Megan,
it goes back to that thing about Black people being over accepting. Okay, this is not about you personally, okay? I'm just saying in general. Black people being overly accepting and not recognizing that some people who are kind of pushed into Blackness might not be aware of certain things that they have adopted from their non-Black parents. Because you said multiple things and you just casually say them as if it's like normal. You said, for Black people to work harder, and like those are like white supremacist. I'm still speaking.
Let her finish.
Those are white supremacist like talking points that you're using, but you don't even recognize that.
Because you don't
absolutely.
All
No,
right,
actually,
then. That's your opinion.
It's white supremacist like talking
That's
points.
your
Black
opinion.
people need to work harder. No, it's because
That's your opinion. I didn't say Black people need to work harder.
It's not your
I'm
time.
speaking as well.
All right, ladies, come on. This is not a time. This is not a show where you're gonna be flexing towards each other. Come on. All right, okay, but okay, that part. No, you're gonna wait for your turn.
I'd like to finish. But what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, when we do this thing, we have so many people talking on behalf of Black women or talking on behalf of Black men, but then they have a difference of experience, and you can tell by the way they speak, right? I think it's very dangerous when somebody who's biracial is saying to a Black woman, hey, look, what you're saying is not true. You have a difference of experience, and it's very clear to me that you've internalized certain things and you don't even recognize it. Right? All I want to say is this, right? In terms of like the prompt, I think it's also important. I think Super Life, you were mentioning like self-worth and all that earlier. I think also has to do with the way Black people interact with race is very unique, right? We preach equality, while other racial groups, they preach that their kids are better than us.
Appreciate you, Kim.
So we're coming on a different standing points. Our kids are going into school thinking that everybody's equal. And then they're being told, actually, I'm better than you. And that's where they're being challenged. We need to start teaching our kids that you're the best. You're like instilling that in them, right? That's what's going to give them that confidence. Like keep preaching equality. Yeah, it's important. It's good. What I'm saying is that kids need to feel like they're special in some way. Do you know what I mean? So then when people are combating them or saying certain things to them, water off a duck's back. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, we're coming in on equal standing points because we're teaching our kids equality. Well, they're teaching their kids supremacy.
Exactly. I mean, that's a really good point that you just made, because it's like a lot of the time, you know, growing up, you might hear, okay, people trying to put you in your place as a child, or people try to, you know, somewhat undermine you, say you're just a child, what do you know? It's a mentality, as you know, for people in our age category who doesn't have kids or who just have kids. It's a mindset shift that you have to make as well, because there's no way. Some people they do it from a sense of maybe that what they've learned from, you know, the trauma of the slavery time, or they just basically don't want their child to grow so arrogant that they disrespect them. But not doing it is not a guarantee that your child is not going to disrespect you either ways, or overcome you or overpower you. But still, it's not, if you have kids at this point, you have to realize the moment that you have kids, it's not about your life, is not about you anymore. It's to try to make this person that you're gonna create, you have create the best the most confidence, the person with the most self-confidence and the most self-esteem, self-image, and that can only be done by, you know, just raising them that way. Megan, you wanted to respond to her. I think you wanted to say something.
Not to her. Basically, I just find it odd that me saying Black representation matters when it comes to self-love, especially the young people. I find that odd that it's being viewed as white supremacy. Me saying that, working hard and being an example, right? Having that because people like to associate themselves with success, right? And that can play a role. If all you see is struggles and you don't see success, it can actually add to self-hate, self-loathe. I find it very surprising that is automatically white supremacy because the wording doesn't sound like it's supporting Black people when really it does. You know, if you watch Candice Owens' videos, for example, a lot of the stuff she says, people will literally attack her, and then when they listen, it's like, actually, it's not hate. It's actually, there's a point to it. So just because something doesn't sound the way you want it to sound, it doesn't mean it's the opposite.
Yeah, Megan, you have a point. So I'm saying that you have a point because what you're saying is that when it comes to, you know, we aspire along our lifetime, we aspire to be someone or someone great. And we have some form of a model of a person that has done greatness that we say, okay, this person is somewhat, maybe some people can look at it as an idol. Some people, you can look at this person that you idolize or want to be like, or you see their outcomes that you know, certain parts of their characteristic, of their temperament that you want to impart in your own lifestyle. I understand what you mean. It's like representative, you mean that in the Black community, we need to see more successful or people that we can inspire or aspire to be like.
Yeah. A quick question. Who's the most successful actor, would you say, in recent times?
Megan. What do you say? Or to me or to Megan?
No, I'm just asking in general because we always talk about like Black people need to do better, but it's
okay.
Who's the most successful
for me,
athlete that you know?
Okay, for me, I would say LeBron James. For actor, I would say Michael B. Jordan. Have you seen his movies?
Michael B. Jordan, really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Denzel.
Denzel, of course, Denzel. But I'm looking at, you know, like the newer generation, recent time. But all the Usain Bolt, all the goats are, you know who they are.
So where is this point that we're not doing enough?
For me, host, I'll address it to you.
I wasn't asking you.
In the real world, right? You go out there and you get a job and you want to earn money. Not everybody's going to be actors. Not everybody's going to be. I think leaving representation to Hollywood is actually hasn't helped at all. I think we need to get over that. Okay, we need to look at the reality, the lives that we're living, right, and be representation in that sort of way. Like I don't look to Hollywood.
Yeah,
right?
maybe
when I'm thinking about my career. Because I think it's very outdated to keep using celebrities, whether it's a white celebrity or black celebrity, whatever.
Okay. All right. Okay.
The struggle is still happening.
Okay, Megan.
What you were saying earlier, but now that I'm giving you examples, you've shifted the goalpost.
All right, Megan. All right. Look, ladies, hold up. We can even.
Celebrity-minded person.
Okay, Megan. We can even shift the goalpost. Look, there's Dangote. There's a lot of you are saying more of people who are in the professional sphere. There are a lot of people. I even think that Tijan, like the person. Anyway, I can bring up a list. There's a lot of different people who are in professional environment that are black that are dominating.
Yeah, there's loads. So those are the ones that need to be, and we need.
Okay, Megan. All right, Megan.
Can I add?
No, wait, hold up, Olivia. Let's give the rest, the new people, a chance. Queen, you've been wanting to say something for a minute. Queen.
Yeah, thank you, Hot. I just want to. Can I talk now, ladies? Thank you for your respect. I appreciate. Yeah,
ladies.
So, first of all, as for me, I live in the UK, but I grew up in South Africa. Very, very hard as a black woman. You won't believe what I'm gonna say, but South Africans who are in the line, they will know what I'm talking about. I grew up even at the age of about 35, I was working for a white man. But guess what? The kind of racism I face, but it didn't shift me from being proud of who I am. Instead, it made me proud of who I am and even stand up to him and say, listen, I'm not gonna learn Afrikaans because I am not gonna learn the language of the colonizer. He looked at me and said, yes. He called me a moron. He called me, I said, yes. Until I resigned, I stand my ground. So what am I saying? Black women, black men, we are brothers and sisters. Whether you are from the Caribbean, whether you are from America, that's just what happened to us in life. I wish we can stop calling ourselves by all these nationalities and just know that we are all Shemites. We do have Kushites who are part of the black race, but they are not us. So, ladies, when I came to the UK, I was actually shocked because the people that actually bullies me because of my weight is my fellow Jamaican people. Not all of them, but that actually hurts a lot. So I was like, this person is black like me. You don't understand the struggles that I'm having. You don't know my medical issues, but they are the most people that look at me with that eye and even say it out of my face. I've been bullied by Jamaicans for a long time in the bars, in the shops, but not even one word did I spit out of my mouth. You know why? Because I told myself, you know what? I'm not gonna disgrace this person because he look like me. Where I am, when we fight, everyone will be happy. So, but in my private space, I ask myself, why do we hate each other as Africans? Because we are all Africans, whether you're Jamaican, whether you're from wherever you are right now. As long as your skin color is black or brownish, in fact, you are not better whether you're light-skinned or dark-skinned. We are the same. I'm a phlebotomist. The blood in your vein is the same blood from a white man, from an Indian. So all human race were just the same. But this black race, we hate ourselves. It's so disgusting. We are supposed to be uniting right now. We're supposed to love each other. If I see you, don't look at me like, is she from Jamaica? Ah, is she from the U? Don't do that. Don't do that. We are civilized people. Whether you're from the Gambia, whether you're from the remote island, whether you're from New York, whether you're from London, calm down. Let us humble ourselves and love one another. Just love one another. That's the only thing I'm going to say to you in this platform. I'm not going to say Americans are better. We are better in what way? Jamaicans are, in what way are you better? Somalia are better in what way? South Africa, in what way are you actually better? We are all the same. The fact that today you have money, the other person doesn't have money, it doesn't make you better. Shall we love one another? Shall we embrace one another? Can we do things together without pointing where you grow up, where we come from? It doesn't do anything good to us.
All right, hold up. Appreciate you, Queen. We have to understand as well that there are mental challenges. Not only life can be difficult in the terms of going after your goal. Everyone here has a goal. If you don't have a goal, you should find yourself a goal. Going after our goals can be it is a challenge in itself, and you have to balance your life. Life is stressful. So, which means it kind of somewhat give people a better feeling or a good feeling when you are not bullying them, especially when you see them as black. And I do understand some people, you have to understand as well, sometimes some people can see you as a competition because you are black, and they can see, okay, well, since we are working in the same environment or you are close to me, some people just want to be picked. And you have to, coming out of this life, you have to understand that there are people, just different people who just are hateful. And you have to be able to know who you let around you, who you allow around you, because sometimes just because somebody is black doesn't mean that they actually love their blackness. And
You have
yeah.
to be proud of who you are. You have to be proud of who you are. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter where you are. You have to be proud of who you are. Always embrace yourself. Don't speak low on other Black or other Africans. You must always be proud of your race. Always.
All right. Let's give Olivia, you want to say something?
Just they hate me. They can be hypocritical. I don't care. I know they don't like me. It's okay. White people, they are in between. I don't mind them. I just mind my business. But when it comes to my people, you are my person. You are my brother. You are my sister, and I love you. Whether you hate me, I love you. I love you by force. Yeah? I love you all by force.
Yeah, you don't have to force it. Wait, Queen.
Proud Negro woman, you have no idea.
You don't have to force it, Queen. You don't have to force it.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, guys. Can you guys say in the chat that you at least don't force it? Queen, hold on. Yeah, it's Olivia. It's your turn.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, you made me forget now. Yeah, love is good, but it's like a hierarchy. You can stay from one another, and then from a group, and then from a country, and then from several countries. Now, we have to live in the present after all we have been through, our history. Not us per se, we haven't been through slavery, but our history is attached to us. We have been hurt, and we have to look at after our mental health. We have to live in the present, give ourselves goals, look after ourselves. We don't have to. I mean, even the superstars and they're not even respected at the moment because they are sort of like having parties with the Epstein, so they seem to have a sort of edge that we don't even sort of associate with. So we have to do it for ourselves. We have to teach ourselves, learn history, see what's going on, look after our bodies, our mental health.
Sure.
Know that we can aspire. We don't even need an example. We can have an example. It helps us along the way. Yeah. But the system itself is not fair. So how are we even supposed to sort of thrive to get where we want? Because the system has got so much holding us back. So there's a long way to go. And that's what Black people hate, how we have to keep struggling from the next person, from that lady saying, yes, love one another. Yes, we should be loving one another. But the pain has gone so deep that we can't even love one another and start working with each other. It's so we have to do it for ourselves. Be in the present. But be careful who we have around you. Look at and learn the history. Learn what's around you. Know how to get where you want to. Do it for yourself.
I appreciate you. Yeah, a lot of it. No.
Can I also say something?
No, wait. A lot of the time you have to give it to yourself as well, because it's a lot of the time we can be looking for the love that we want from outside while we are not giving it to ourselves, or the understanding, or the forgiveness, all of these things. You can be the model that you aspire to be. The world is a big place, and it has room for you as well to become who you want to be. Lolo, you want to say something?
Yes, please, host.
Sure.
You know what? As Black people, the topic here is why some people hate being Black.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because as Black people, we are all over the world. We are in the Netherlands, we are in Europe, we are in the Americanas, we are in Africa. But why, as a dominating color, we hate being Black? Don't you guys think...
Well, I don't.
Okay, for the exception.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, an exception. So now the question here is why some people hate being Black. It's because now segregation. Don't forget about that point of divide and conquer. So whoever said Black is a slavery concept is a danger. Let's divide them so that the lesser they are, the weaker they become.
Yeah.
Guys, still, we can blame the past, what happened in the past, it doesn't matter. Now, okay, not that it doesn't matter, it does matter because we have to learn from our history. But now, where are we? We are here in 2026, all of us, whether we are in the US, UK, Nigeria, South Africa, whatever. We are Black people at the end of the day. So now, what are we gonna do about it? Are we gonna fight amongst ourselves? Are you going to judge another sister for having black straight hair or a weave? Or are you gonna judge another Black brother for...
Wait, you didn't say it, you have to say it. Come on, we didn't...
Black comes in
Wow,
different
so
colors.
we didn't hear what you said about the Black brothers. So I was looking for you got out.
Must I repeat it?
Yeah, my ears were perking out. Yeah, can you repeat it, Lolo? You know, sometimes we wanna have some balance. Yeah, she got out.
Don't be a dog. Okay, fine. I'm gonna repeat
Don't be a
it.
dog. Come on, no, okay, you don't have to say it. No, it's okay. No. You don't give
Host,
what?
I'm sorry. Let me
Come
just
on.
repeat it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, come
So
on.
I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
we've got different shades of black. So my Black brother and my light-skinned brother. The fact is, we are brothers. I'm gonna love
With
him.
our sweet boys, nah. All right, appreciate you, Lolo. Serene, you wanna chime in again, and then we're gonna move to the next person. Serene.
Yes, I mean, there's so many things to talk about. I wanted to talk about the preference and the colorism issue because we've been staying on very long on the hair issue.
Yeah.
For
too long.
example, I think that a lot of Black men participate to the alienation of dark-skinned Black women by using the whole preference things. Because when they say what their preference are, they will start by saying that I prefer, for example, light-skinned women because they're graceful, they're poised, they're beautiful, they're light. And then they proceed to say that dark-skinned women, they associate dark-skinned women to ghetto-ness, loudness, masculinity. When in reality, being ghetto, being loud, and being masculine is something you can find in any woman. I've seen Latinas who were ghetto. I've seen white women who were ghettos. I've seen light-skinned women who are ghettos. It is not really something linked to your skin color, but rather to the environment where you grew up and to the way you were educated. So I don't understand why Black men every single time, instead of just saying the things that they like, they always say the things that they don't like, especially when it comes to Black women. They're like, no. For me, instead of saying that I prefer white women or Latinas or whatever, like I don't like Black men, Black women, because they're ghetto, because of their ratchet, because they're this and that. So I think that that's participated a lot to alienate a lot of Black women. And then these same Black men are here saying to Black women, oh, you need to love yourself. Black women became the punching bag for so many different communities, beginning by Black men, white women, white men, Asian men, everybody's punching you, and people expect you to love yourself, to go around and be very proud. Even if you love yourself, the entire world hates you. You will end up internalizing that self-hate. But after they're like, no, but you should love yourself. That did not work like that.
All right.
That's it.
All right. That was you came in hot. Jasmine, how you doing, Jasmine?
I'm Jazz. I am Black American, foundational Black American to be exact. Why do some people hate being Black?
Yeah.
I don't know why people in Africa or the Caribbeans that are melanated and a part of your diaspora hate being Black, but that's clearly not something or the type of time that we're on. We love being Black. Like, we love being Black so much that we're like, stop using our word. That's our word, Black. We love our broad features. We love our 4C, 3C, or 4C hair. We love all of our scientists, all of our inventions, like our food. Like, we don't really typically bleach our skin and stuff like that, or praise white people, or even really think about I don't know if you've noticed, but we really don't care about anybody that's not us. whether they're black, brown, Asian, anyone, anywhere in between. It's not a us thing, right? So I was just kind of wondering why you have our flag up there first. Why do you guys hate each other? Because we don't hate you. We don't really think about you until you try to bother us with like these weird projections about how.
Wait, okay, Jasmine.
Maybe it's provoking a
I still have 50 seconds left. I'm sorry, love. That's kind of rude.
No, it's, look, okay. Let her finish. Let her finish.
Thank you. No, we absolutely love ourselves. I want to know though. Once I'm done with my seconds that I have left, I want to know why you guys feel like our love for ourselves is a hatred towards you. Just because we love us and we're like, hey, no, these are our things. How does that equate to, oh, we don't like Africans? No, we just are not the same group of people. We're American and we're proud of it. And being Black American. Nothing more, nothing less. I land there.
All right, read the top. Oh, hold up, guys. Hold up.
You're talking to African people?
No, wait. Okay, all right, look, the guys. Okay, hold up. This is not the topic. Look, this is not the topic, Jasmine. You are talking about something totally different from what we're talking about.
Just talking about her delusion. Scary.
Jasmine, no, it says why some people hate being Black and our flag is the first flag up there. So this is also about us. So
yeah, it's also about you guys, but it's not.
Self-hate to Black women. Our Black men, they contribute to self-hate. For instance, in, let me just say, the late 2000 or even 2020 or 2021, going back, when you have a big butt, our Black men say, oh, she's got a fat ass.
Oh, no. Come on.
Big ass. Everybody must do a BBL. Come on, guys. You are contributing to our low self-esteem, to be fair. So every woman now is running to the knife now because he's looking for someone to be loved. Because everybody loves the BBL. Our women are dying in Africa. They are dying everywhere. Oh yeah, Black men.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's...
And number two, every woman who doesn't have a wig on their hair, who doesn't have an Asian hair, she doesn't look beautiful. I just came from a platform. I intentionally went with my natural hair. And guess what? I was shocked because I'm not wearing my wig. I was testing the thing, but I realized, okay, this is the problem. Yeah, you contribute to this. I'm going to whip you today. Black men, they contribute to our depression. You contribute to our low self-esteem.
Okay.
If it's possible,
all right, Queen. Okay, this is not a moment where you're gonna be arguing about that. This is personal, Queen. It's no. Hold up, Queen.
Teach your man.
No. This is not a moment.
So this is about BBLs and.
No, hold up, guys. All right, we're not gonna switch to BBL and all of that. Because BBL that's a personal thing that people choose. Whichever alteration that you're gonna choose to do to your body, some people can look at it as self-hate, maybe, but maybe it's not. Maybe people just wanna alter their bodies. So it's that's a case-by-case situation. So we cannot just put it in one basket and say that's why that's a different thing alter itself.
You know your title. Why some people hate being Black. I think that you should have had people enter in that actually hate being Black to hear where they're coming from.
Okay. Olivia, do you think I can tell who hate being Black here? Just come and join in.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, they might come into your live and say, I hate being Black. They might start like that.
Okay, but
interesting to hear
someone
say, well, I hate being Black because of that, because that'd be interesting for me to hear.
Okay, all right.
I was just thinking.
All right.
So you rather like the question be phrased like, why do you hate like that?
No, I think what she's saying is that like she would prefer that people who hate being Black to join this conversation, as that's like Yeah. Oh, okay, but do you?
Because we are emotional culture,
Mhm.
and we have been hurt. We have got mental health because we've got loads of issues to
I am
unfold.
okay. Okay. Well, there's one person, Immortal. He says he hate being black and he wants to join. Okay, let's see. Immortal, you want to join? I'm not seeing you requesting to join though.
I think he's trolling. I
Yeah.
saw some comments where he was trolling.
Yeah.
In the
But I
meantime,
think
so do we
more of a
do we
sense
all
of like,
agree being that I'm sorry, do we all love being black up here? Is that what the
I love
consensus
being black.
is?
Yes, yes.
I love it. Thank you, God.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because I was
I'm
like,
not
okay, what is
trolling.
this about?
Yeah. 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 So
not
yeah, just
We're trying to find the potential reason why some black people might hate being black.
yeah. We were talking about a few of them. That's the
I
thing.
think
We
it's
are
kind of
talking-
difficult thing to admit.
Yeah.
Most of the people that I kind of
That's why I find it interesting.
Yeah, most of the people that I suspect have that kind of anti-blackness, they don't necessarily state that, oh, I don't like being black.
They
Right?
don't.
Some of them do are
Yeah.
transparent enough to do that, but it's the minority. What they usually like to do is differentiate
Well,
themselves.
Superlife is trying to provoke that. He's asking.
No, you don't know what I. Okay, Olivia, don't say what I'm. You don't know what I'm trying to do. Okay, what I'm trying to do is to get this conversation to break it down from your perspective. And again, I didn't know who's gonna join. So if some people who really hate themselves, but you can always tell who hate being black. Just like it's based on the conversation. You just have to really listen. You look, Immortal, you say you want to come up, you're not requesting to join.
I understand that this isn't about being black. I just saw the American flag there, and obviously I'm FBA, so I'm always gonna rock out for us because we extremely love being black or whatnot.
All right.
The life is good. Yeah, we don't consider
Life is
African
good.
black. It's our ethnicity. So you guys have a great
Okay, that's Jazz. That's part I want to talk to you about.
So you're a black girl. You're not black. Your ethnicity.
I mean, that's so funny coming from an everybody has degrees. In the beginning,
have that.
Okay, one person at a time. One person at a time. So let's. All right, one person at a time.
The whole time.
Ferry. All right. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like you guys haven't.
I don't get why people announce their exit and then they stay. It's kind of cringe.
All right.
But yeah, if you wanted to come on here for drama about FBA, we don't care. And I think you should have recognized that.
There was no drama with it. You're the one that was mad because I said I was FBA.
You should have realized that when we moved
No.
on from that little.
No, because you're the way why some people hate being black, and the first flag is a Black American flag, and you're not an American.
I didn't know that was the flag.
And we don't hate being black, so then don't have us in your conversations. Like
Okay, but okay, Jazz, think about it. Let's use some logic here. This is a question, yeah? It says why some people hate being black. And you see a question. This doesn't say that it doesn't say that American or British or Nigerian or Somalis hate being black. It's more you can see it in a way that it's asking you guys this question.
You're not being disingenuous right now. You guys are also before I talking about this.
I feel like the comments are like so elementary.
Why are you so?
All right,
It's
all
so
right.
elementary to me.
All right, all right, all right.
Kind
Yeah.
of pick up the mental.
Moving forward.
Yeah,
All right,
please.
all right.
I mean, if she doesn't consider African people to be black, maybe we're white. We need to get that white privilege, I guess. But I would never go to a white person and tell them that I'm white.
Yes, I mean.
Black, and you always be black. You're a black African.
Mm.
That's why you're Afro-American. So
No.
you cannot stay away from being African. Hello.
But then it's interesting because
You're
she's
always
saying
an
that.
African, whether we are in Africa, whether in America, you're always an African.
Yeah.
You cannot ever.
Okay, Ferry.
I think it's interesting, Queen, because
You can never be just black.
Yeah.
Just get that into your head. Please, they stop segregating one another. We are a family from Africa, all of you. If there was no slavery, you will probably be still in the continent. So let's just grow up. Please.
All right. After a storm comes a calm. All right, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting because she was saying that, oh, I'm Black American and I don't have anti-Blackness, but she displayed the most anti-Blackness so far, which is so interesting to me. She didn't even recognize that, right? That kind of separation from the African roots is very telling. Like, girl. It's ugly to me personally.
Megan, you've been silent with hold on, Megan, you've been silent for a minute, Megan.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
All right, wait, Megan, is that your picture here? No, hold up, Queen. Is that you in the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you are.
I'm very happy.
I know some people are saying I'm Caucasian, some people are saying I'm not black.
You look.
Always advocate for Americans, but the way they speak about Africans, wow.
Yeah, some of them though, Queen. But wait, you mixed or something?
Who, me?
No, Megan. I cannot see you, Olivia.
No, he's talking to me. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, he's talking to me. Okay.
All right, Megan.
Yeah.
So what's your ethnicity?
Well, I can see the comments there. I get it all the time. And I think someone on this panel also said I was black enough. So it's always interesting to come into these kind of lives because, you know.
Are you gonna answer the question? You gonna answer the question?
Is she gone?
Wait, you gonna answer the question?
No, I am. But it's just interesting that people, if I say I'm black, no one here would, or people want to question it.
Yeah.
I'm a black woman.
Did you see what?
Did
you see? What I was mentioning earlier about what's dangerous? Okay, I don't care about what you.
Look. Let me tell you this, Megan. Earlier before you joined, there were some guys who came up earlier. They said, "Oh, I'm mixed. I'm Ethiopian and mixed with Moroccan. Oh, I'm mixed with this." You know, they just say it. So I'm just asking you. It's not deep.
Black woman, right? Clearly, there's some mix somewhere.
All right. So you BSing. Now you just come.
Yeah.
Just
See,
come
this is
on.
the thing, and this is what I say about how they kind of weaponize.
Both my parents are the same ethnicity. They are both black.
Okay, then what is that?
Was it Lola that said they come in all different shades? I mean, can we just get? I don't know, mate.
Okay, this is why I was saying earlier about how it can kind of be dangerous when we have certain people kind of speak on behalf of the black community. Because I never said you weren't black enough, baby. I said you weren't black. I think you're biracial. And I think oftentimes we go by the American standard, but most of us, if we're in Europe, and I'm thinking most of us are in Europe, most of us have African descent, like we know where we come from in Africa. So why are we going by the American standard and not the African standard, right? I think that's very unusual. But when we're talking about like black people like having this self like hate, I think it also has to do with the fact where it's a lot of people that are coming into the community. I think Queen was mentioning colorism earlier, right? Where I think for a lot of black women, it's like the beauty standard isn't even black anymore, right? It's completely warped now because everybody wants to say they're black. And I think I have this question for mixed race people where it's like, would you consider yourself black if there wasn't colorism in the black community and you didn't benefit from it?
I don't know what benefit I get from the black community apart from some men lusting over because of their own ignorance. I don't know what benefits you think
about in society.
Really don't know. I think you know, we had Somalis in this live as well, even though they saying we're not black. Everybody has their own different definitions of who should be what. Listen, my roots is in Africa, right? Can't take that away from me. I'm a black woman. Whether you think I think or I don't, it's up to you. It's up to you. Like I'm not here to defend who I am.
Sure.
Sorry.
All right.
Being African do not necessarily mean who I am. Being African do not necessarily means being black. Okay.
It doesn't mean that. Africans, I get that, but when I say I am something, and you want to argue against that, that's your problem.
But you didn't say. Look, you didn't say who you are. You just said. Look, Megan. At the end of the day, Megan. Everybody came from Africa. At the end of the day,
right?
So you saying that it's like
1,000 years ago. Some people still have family there. Like it's.
You have
what country? African people don't just say Africa. They could
exactly.
Africa, Nigeria.
Exactly. African people are proud.
I think I'm becoming a bit defensive because
you're not answering.
I don't do the victimizing thing.
Yeah.
People like this girl, the cartoon character on a thing. I get people like that a lot. Like how she is. It got to a point where I just can't be asked.
Thanks for sharing.
I am who I am. I am who I am. I don't need to defend it, and that's it.
All right, Megan.
I'm asking you a question.
There is a good point.
Respond to a simple question.
There is a good point when one of the ladies did mention, you know, when we're talking about black people and if they hate being black, it's coming from their experience of black. And we've got like light skin, dark skin, all these different shades and cultures mixed into black. So it's quite hard to define and get the right.
Gwyneth, I'd say about 10 years ago, when I was growing up, light skin, brown skin, and dark skin were terms for black people.
Yeah.
It's only in the more recent years where it's kind of being muddied, and a lot of biracial people are now calling themselves light skin. It wasn't like that like 10 years ago. Okay? So I think that's the thing as well. When I bring up biracial people, I'm not saying you guys aren't part of the black community. Okay? I want to make that very clear. Obviously, if you have a black parent, then you're obviously part of the black community. But there is a distinction there, and I actually find it disrespectful.
You should have said that to Jazz. If she was here.
Megan, hold up.
You should have had all these things.
You said you're not defensive, but
she was a mixed race or light skin, whatever you want to say. Why didn't you say all these things to her?
Why are you defensive?
Because I get people like you a lot, and it's tiring.
I don't care what you get.
It's tiring.
If you're tired, baby, shut up the app. This app is not compulsory.
Okay, but Megan, look, hold on. She's saying something. Megan, if it's tiring, if you're getting tired, there's one thing you can do. You can do this, right? Or what else? Or you can just shut off the app. Come on, Megan. Megan, come on, put up.
I get what you're saying, Host. I get what you're saying, Host. But what I'm saying is, people like her, it's honestly tiring trying to defend yourself to people like her. Because no matter what you say, it's not good. You should have had this conversation with Jazz.
I got a question. I got a question. Look, I got a question. Ladies, do you guys know each other?
I don't care.
Do you guys know each other somehow, somewhere? Because it's like.
No, I
This is why I think it's a very dangerous thing. I think it's very dangerous.
He's telling me I'm dangerous because I'm standing up for the black community.
Actually, I didn't just finish my
because
sentence.
my voice is not black enough to be heard.
Okay, Megan. So Megan.
Can I finish my?
Okay, hold up. Megan, you say you're standing up for the black community, right? Do you have black babies? Do you have like? Because earlier you were saying that you feel more yourself around white people or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's the wrong person. I didn't say that.
Because no, I think
if your life is recorded, go back and watch it. I never said that.
I wouldn't do that, but anyway. So
no, I never said that.
Okay.
That's the wrong person.
I can be wrong, Megan, but still. Still, you said something like but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's go.
No, I was talking about working and representation. The other conversation, I wasn't involved. No.
All right. It doesn't matter. The calm before calm. I mean the storm. It's your turn.
All I think is that it's a dangerous thing, and it's only seen in the black community where people can say, "Hey, look, you have no say in this in your own community." And I think that's something we don't talk about enough, where mixed race people say, well, I can be who I want to be, and you kind of have a say. In our own community, there is white supremacy actively, which is really sad, and actually, to me personally. But yeah, I think this is one of those conversations that everybody's going to be emotional about.
Yeah, because once upon a time, it used to be that, you know, we would be a tight community. And like, especially in England, it's sort of got watered down. You've got black guys going out with white women and creating different cultures. It was, you know, like the Chinese, they keep themselves to themselves, so they can see they're yellow in, you know, and they're people. There's not different shades. But we're so welcoming, we're so open, or trying to run away from our history just to feel like we're part of society, that we can mix with any other culture, that we've got so many different cultures. And then when we have conversations, it's just difficult because we've got different, even more shades and different combinations to consider. Absolutely.
And something, okay.
Yeah, I think it's that sense of like, what is blackness now?
What is
We're having a conversation about blackness, and but what is it?
Yeah.
That's gonna be
something.
Sure.
Please.
I wanted to answer to a very early thing that happened earlier in the live, where this Black American man said that when he was in New York, there were a lot of Black African people who were not really kind to him. But he said that white people, they're always kind to each other, which is not true. White European do not like white American. They cannot stand white American at all. White European cannot even stand each other. They literally go through a whole world war, and people are here saying that, yeah, but we Black people, we need to always be together. We are allowed to not like each other, which is fine. The problem will be the constant hate between each other. But Black people are allowed to be insecure. Black people are allowed to not stand other Black people, and that's fine. Other group of people do that too. Japan did that to other Asian countries. Germany did that to a lot of European countries. So Black people are allowed to do that too. It does not mean that it's good, but we're still allowed.
All right. 77. I think 772 is your turn. I don't know why. I don't know how to say your name though. You.
Hi everyone. Hey, it's for life. Thanks again. Good day, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. I'm glad to hear the conversation ongoing, and I think everybody said a lot of everything. But just to stick to what the prompt is, I agree with a lot of what most of you have said with regards to colonialism and low self-esteem and the way the system has been designed by default to work against us. And I think it's always good again for us to always have these discussions and to really to have some self-reflection, retrospection of who we are and what and why we are undergoing the calamities or that we're going worldwide. Suddenly, there is just a movement worldwide. Everybody, I mean everybody except people, except Black people.
Wait. Your volume, look, your sound, the sound is muffling. Now you sound clear. You were muffling.
Come again, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Now your voice is clear now. Earlier, I don't know what you did, but it was not sounding clear.
Okay, maybe it's a network issue. No, I was, so can you hear me now? Is it better? Maybe I should shout a bit more.
No, you don't need to shout. It's clear.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Sorry, guys, I will speak a bit louder. Now, I was saying that suddenly everybody is saying that a lot of things that we went through and the Black people in the world was history, and then suddenly we are back on the table all over the planet. It's not just about a specific group of Black people, but as we can see, everybody's again, the Black issue is back on the table, and we are still on attack. And I really think that being us holding this forum, and I feel really, really sad that we keep on bickering and keep on, because a lot of the people, the other nations outside, they keep on looking at us and they are just like, we have them right where we want them to always be. The more we keep on doing what we're doing, the more they just sit. But I mean, I'm not saying they don't bicker, they don't fight amongst themselves, but the one thing they all agree, the commonality, I was just watching, visit Cambodia and some other Asian countries, just agreed to expel every Black African or anybody who looks like us speaking on this panel, and to hear us
it's wait okay, look, you have to, they doing this to illegals, to the ones who don't have papers, not all, because even I think the president or the prime minister, I don't know, from Cambodia, they said only the ones who are illegals from the country, they are sending them back. So
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I don't know, depends where we get the information, but the point I was just trying to make is...
So what does that mean? You don't know, depends where you get it. Okay, I'll just fact check it.
No, Super Life, I'm not really trying to argue. I'm just trying to say that the main thing again is that the target, they say Black... They don't say illegals. They say Black Africans. You know what? That's the target.
I actually think you're both right, which is interesting. I think Super Life is right on paper.
They are not saying illegal immigrants in Cambodia. They are saying Black Africans again. So my point is the target word is always those those labels that we always have to cope with. Like, why is it that you don't just work with all illegals? You have to make it special. all black Africans who are illegal in this country have to leave. So it's a tag that I'm trying to focus on, whether it's those who are legal or not, or illegal. So, and even if you are right, the one thing, I mean, whether it's true or not, or not true, but the one thing I'm following from this is that even the few who are legal, they are going through nightmare. They just can't get through anything because the services is working against them. So even though we try to always soften our tone to defend what these other people are doing, we have to always remember a lot of our people are living in these countries, and we can always talk because we're in a position of, we are where we are, we don't feel the heat. But we should always know that it's not easy for the rest of our people living in all of these other countries. So, but just to stick to the point why I really, just before I land, I just want to mention this issue of why some of us, especially hating ourselves, and especially some of us using a lot of cream to destroy our carbon on the body in order to look, I don't know, whatever I want to look like. Whereas, and it's very sad because the people who are producing these things are producing it purposely to give us, to destroy and, kill our cells in the body. And we unconsciously think it makes us better, look better in front of society. I'm not really being selective. I'm just speaking generally as the prompt is. So I just think we should really, it's something that we really need to look into ourselves with. If you are born, I don't know, if you're mixed race, it's okay. I ain't got no issue with anyone whatsoever in that regard. But I'm just speaking for those who keep on buying all of these chemicals and bleaching themselves in order to feel, I don't know. But
my goodness, yes, I think that you found a group of people that hate being black. Yes, of course. I've heard about that. Them using a cream to make their skin lighter. And I would think they fall in that category.
All right, let's give.
Last time I was on the panel when I was talking with Superlife, I mentioned this lady. I just admire her. Her name is Dr. Joy DeGroy, who wrote the book, which is called Post-Traumatic Slavery Syndrome, and that she explains why a lot of black people are trying to bleach themselves or trying to speak superior or trying to make them look like they are superior to other, like the FBAs. And she goes on and she just goes, and it's a mental, her conclusion, it's a mental disorder, sadly. And it is really
it is
messed up mental disorder.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I would class it as body dysmorphia. A lot of those people look insane, and they genuinely don't see that. Sorry, some of them look crazy. I've seen them, but it's like we can't fail to recognize that there is that kind of difference in treatment when they do get these things done. Like even when it comes to featurism in general, like when somebody gets their nose done and they're kind of treated a little bit better than somebody who. Whatever. They're kind of treated a little bit better. But it's true.
Yeah.
And it's a sad reality.
Yeah.
It's no wonder that this conversation went into here, because it's touching on every part of the body. The way that people are hurt, and they want to exist in the world. So they just make these changes to their hair, to their skin, to their nose. So, oh my goodness, it's deep.
It's deep. Let's give. We have.
That you are perfect the way you are.
Perfect the way you are. Self-love. Shahada. Hold up. Let's give Shahada a chance. I don't know if it's a he or she. Shahada. I think it's a she.
When Prophet Muhammad died and Bilal was told to give the azan, and he couldn't because his voice wouldn't come out because he was so sad. And he couldn't even stay in that same place because of the feeling that Prophet Muhammad was no longer there.
Okay, Shahada, I hear you. I hear you, Shahada. I hear you, Shahada. Can you answer this question? Do you have any opinions about this question, Shahada?
Why some people hate being black? You shouldn't, because that's not the reason God loves you. You are his creation.
Facts. You should. Okay.
You are his creation. He created you. He chose you, that color. And how can you not love that color?
Yeah.
It's not God who hates black people. It's other humans who hate black people.
You should love whatever God gave you because it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you should be, absolutely bursting with light.
Facts.
Just because of that. Just feel how much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you.
Wait, who do you say?
It's you are unique alone who bowing in prayer are the most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is it?
Doesn't matter because those people are blind who can't see you as a human being because they have no sight. They have no faith. How can a Trinity God give you that kind of sight?
Not too much now.
You can only get that in Islam.
Okay.
Come to
Not
Islam.
too much. This is not an Islamic live thing.
Show you the true path.
Yeah, can you shine from religion for now? We're also Christians.
Please.
All right. Okay. Yes.
Turn it off
Yeah.
there.
This is not a religious conversation, but although
Take her out of the whole conversation.
oh, hold on,
Take her
hold on,
off,
hold
please.
on. No. Guys, wait. All right. For me, okay.
Human
Appreciate.
being
Huh?
in Islam.
Okay, Shahada. Okay, thank you. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Shahada, you still talking? Like what the hell?
Kick her.
Shahada. Okay.
He was so beloved to our Prophet Muhammad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, Bilal. What is Bilal? Interesting.
It's a figure in the
He's a
Quran.
prophet. He's a prophet.
Prophet Muhammad freed with his own money. And
He was a black prophet.
Ah,
Let them
okay.
say he's black.
I was thinking.
The enemies nearly killed Bilal. You
Okay.
see,
That's
and Prophet Muhammad freed him. He was the companion of Prophet Muhammad.
Graduated by Ethiopian. Come on, don't say that. Okay.
Please say that.
All right. Okay. Okay. So let's get back on topic. What did we? Yeah. What did we? Yeah. Let's get back on topic.
We know it.
Movie the message and you will cry. I bet you will
Okay.
cry.
All right. Okay. Let's get back on topic. 77722. You were saying something earlier, right? Right. Aggressive to her.
It's just a stigma. Oh, sorry, 777. Okay, I'm out.
It's not muted. I mean, it's muted.
Yeah. Yeah. You muted triple.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I was just going to say, I was just going to add to what you were saying a bit earlier. So, sadly, but what this book, sorry, I would just want to encourage more people. Even if you can't get the book, I would just like to encourage everyone to go and look at some of her presentations on YouTube, and she has a lot of them.
Excuse me. Who are you talking about again? What is her name again?
Dr. Joy DeGroy, Joy DeGruy, Joy.
Okay, I find it.
GRUY, Dr. Joy DeGroy.
Got it.
You can find on YouTube and listen to hours and hours, and she explains how this slavery mentality has taken over us, and then especially the FBAs and all other what is happening in South Africa and other places. How some of us just wish we were in the position of our oppressors, and it has totally made us become. I mean, like if some of us had the chance to do what our oppressors did, we would have done even worse. I mean, not that we would have. We can see snippets of what is happening now. Some of us would have done worse.
So let me ask you this: what is knowing about following Dr. Joy DeGroy program or her teachings? What it has taught you? Like you are. What has it taught you as a person? 777.
It has taught me self-love, to love myself and to love people, everyone who looks like me. It has made me understand that, I mean, beyond that, even before, I mean, I also studied a bit of biology and stuff in general. And I've come to understand, I came to understand, apart from what she said as a psychologist and stuff, but I've also come to understand that life itself, in this 3D format that we all live, is all made of carbon, everything. There is no life without carbon, which is why the earth itself was designed. Like everything in the 3D that we see in the physical realm is made of carbon. And we are the essence. I don't want to go into philosophical, but since you're asking me the question.
No.
All right, let's give to Ace of Spade. It's your turn. Ace, you up there? Ace, you have to unmute yourself. Okay, I don't think he's ready. Anybody else? I think he was just a troll. Guys, it's getting late for
I just
me.
want to say, I think it's actually a stigma. It's like we just stamp, even if a child is born, a little one, the fact that it's black, you're already hated at school. You grow up with that mentality, well, because I'm different. You're always treated somehow different, inferior. I somehow understand those who always feel that hate of self-hate. I do understand, because sometimes they show it live and direct, to be fair.
Yeah.
We go to many places where you are really, they just show you that, you know what, you are useless, you are different, you are nothing, you are a monkey. They call us all manner of names. But
That's the thing.
it's not necessarily something that we decide to do.
But we can decide, Queen, we can decide again to speak up. Whenever we see it, we can decide to basically demonize it, or to point it out, to say this is not, this is not a thing that you should be doing. And some people can choose.
When you defend yourself, especially in places where we are in Europe, they think you are ghetto, they think you are defensive, they think you're loud. When you start saying, no, I'm special, I'm a human as well, don't treat me like that. When you start speaking up for yourself, when you start standing up for yourself, they look at you like it's like you're actually reassuring their point that there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
So
but okay, Queen, look, Queen, at the same time, you have to realize that if they see you like this, you're already in a losing position. So it's either you're gonna choose to speak anyways, just ignore what just speak up for yourself. It's gonna happen anyway. That it shouldn't basically demotivate you to speak up for yourself. Just do it anyway.
Yeah, I think that if someone was to say they hate being black, it's because they try hard, absolutely hard to be accepted in the community, being black as a person, as an individual in their own right. So that would be the main cause of someone hating themselves being black. No matter what they do, change their hair, their nose, their voice, adapt to sort of merge into, do anything to themselves just to be accepted. It's so sad. We have to live in the present, do it for ourselves, lift ourselves up. We have to be brave and we have to be strong now, because life is getting even weird now again. And if we can't love ourselves and know ourselves and find ourselves moving forward, then it's going to be a sad, sad thing. And you're going to find a lot of people hating themselves being black, because they're trying so hard, but they're trying in the wrong areas. They should work on themselves to be able to exist and be proud to be black and love being black, just like I do.
Ended. Okay, all right. So, guys, I'm going to end the show, but I would like to, for you guys to take a minute to talk to some people, some, just like what Olivia just said, it was wholesome, to just say why some people should basically love being black, or if they are struggling with their blackness, what sort of words can you say? We're gonna start from Olivia. We're gonna make our way up. Some last word.
Last words. Oh, embrace it. I'll tell you, I did perm my hair, but I took all the chemicals out my hair, and I can't stop touching my hair. It's so springy, it's so lovely, and I just love myself. I love who I am. And I love being black. And I truly believe we have to live in the present, take all the information we need and make ourselves strong. Do it for yourself, because we can't trust not even family members nowadays, So just take your time, breathe easy, take it in what makes sense. Your process in all your own time, and build yourself where you want to be, who you want to be. You'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Appreciate you. Just be yourself, and Exactly. After a storm comes.
Whatever.
Why are you
I'm
laughing?
gonna say
Why are you laughing?
they're just jealous, baby, because at the end of the day, they talk about all these European beauty standards. They forget
Yeah.
to mention the fact that, according to those same beauty standards, they expire at 30 and we remain beautiful and lit. Okay? So these people are jealous beyond belief. They're crashing out. It's sad times for them, okay? So I'd say just practice self-love and don't ever think your blackness is a limitation, right? And blackness does not mean sameness either.
Nice.
So be who you want to be, all that shabazz, and yeah.
Exactly. Appreciate you. Queen, so what are your last thoughts?
Thank you, sir, for your platform. I just want to say, let us teach our children to love themselves as well, accept who they are.
Yep.
And black queens, black men, black kings, we love you. Let's love
All
our
right.
families.
All
Let's
right.
keep it
We love you
together.
too.
Speak about this at home. Thank you.
We love you too, sis. Wait, where is this guy? So Serene, what are your last thoughts? Serene, I don't know if you're here. Let's move forward with 772. 772.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Some baby is screaming. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a child's program.
Yeah, just to thanks very much. I think let's do what although she's mixed, but I'm proud because she's proud of her heritage, her African heritage. Naomi Osaka, the tennis player, just did. Sometimes we just need to numb the noise. We just need to numb that noise, get together with our own people, and this is what really irritates the rest of the nation. They would rather see us so divided and everything, and just as what I'm not very jacked up as well as the Queen just said. I just wish that we just teach our children and don't let anyone outside groom them or tell them otherwise. Let them be proud of their physical traits and their physical features, because without the earth, without them, there is no life. So we just need to reinforce that positive trait. No, anywhere to live, whether they live in the diaspora or not. So thank you very much.
I appreciate you. Serene, I don't know if you are here. I think not. But anyways, guys, appreciate knowing you all. So I don't know if you follow my account. So I also have, interesting topics. But for me, my topics are always about bringing enlightenment, bringing closeness, and, instead of burning a bridge, but to build a bridge and to bring some form of enlightenment. So of self-awareness. You can check the link in my bio as well. I have additional services or different things that I do behind the scenes that you can see. You can also become a member on my Patreon. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Love y'all. One love. Much love.
Thank you. Big up, Super Life. Big up. Bless up, sisters, and thank you very much.